How you doing? It's Bruce here. I thought I'd go live a little early to see how many people would be here. Is anyone around? How you doing this morning? Welcome to Friday, September the 3rd, 2021. If you're on time, you're missing me already. How about that?
Is anyone
I
around?
thought I'd just say hello to everybody who's here nice and early, and hope you're going to have a good weekend this weekend. Labor Day coming up. I can imagine why fewer people are watching today than normal. People are already taking off for their last kick at the can for summer holiday. Nice to have you here. Damn it, Jim. How you doing? And DQ is here. Mr. Seneca's here. John Anderson, Aaron, Milan Vega. Guys, how you doing? Nice to see you here. One happy day today. Let's see what we're going to get for the jobs report. That should be out in about a minute. And I was kind of thinking I might start the show like after the jobs report, and after it comes out. And I thought, nah, I'll start it now and just hang out with you guys a little bit. Brian's here. Hey, Brian. Herrera, Dr. Walter Bishop, Captain Maddie is here. Nova Cyrus, Michael is here. Hi, Michael. Scott Brewer. Is that I-432? I think that's what it is, or L432. Bandicott is here. Slotted Diamond is here. Captain Maddie. How you guys doing? Nice to see you early before the show is supposed to regularly start. Manuel is here. British Shilling is here. John Biscuit, RELLSTA, Real Star, whatever it is. Chris Holloman, how you doing, man? How's it going? Frankie, how you doing? Bill Roberts, how's it going? Welcome to the show, and welcome to today's telecast. We have a lot to follow here. There's just a ton going on. I'm kind of waiting for the employment numbers to be released. That's what I'm waiting on right now. I'm just waiting to see if they pop up here and how they're doing. That'll tell us possibly the direction of the market for the first half hour to an hour of the day. John Jepson, how you doing? Larry Titus, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, Larry? Mr. Seneca, good morning, everybody, to the channel here. Nice to have you coming around. 95 of you already popping in here. Good to see you. Watching for the headline, breaking headline regarding unemployment numbers for the USA. Lots of interesting talk going on out there about employment scenarios. There's just a whole bunch of stuff being discussed right now. I'm not seeing any headlines yet on my market watch. Let's see if I got it over here. Notice that travel services company Sabre, these guys take reservations and they handle airline stuff. They're saying that August bookings below pre-pandemic comparables. Not good. People worried about, guess what? Yes, they are. Brian Herrera, how you doing, man? Successful. Good morning, Dr. Walter Bishop. Chris, how you doing? Jeffrey, how you doing, man? TGIF is right. Sure is. It is a TGIF. No kidding, man. Unbelievable. Waiting for our latest breaking news from our friends at MarketWatch. Have the unemployment numbers come out yet? Where are we at? Where are you at, Desmondo? What's going on here? What movie is that from? Where are you at, Desmondo? Anybody know what movie that's from? A little trivia for you. Robert Tomlinson, good morning, Bruce. Good to get in early enough to say hi. Hope the gain gods are good today. Rob A, morning all. I'm always here, Uncle Bruce. I've just learned it's better to keep my mouth shut and be than open it and remove all doubt. Good morning, Abram Yemenes. How you doing? Eric Troshin, good morning, buddy. How you doing, man? Abram, that's right. Jeffrey's here. Guys, nice to see you. Nice to have you coming in this morning. Nice to see you popping by and say hi. We're going to watch through the unemployment numbers here. Have they been released? I can't even tell by my screen over here. My TV is now right beside me, where I used to be kind of in front of my television because of my unit behind me. I could see my TV. Now my TV is right. I can't see it. So I don't know what's going on. The Dow is up 40, so maybe it's positive news so far. Here we go. June job gains revised to 962 from 938. December gold. All right, let's take a look here if I can get the headlines off of here. And U.S. employment rate drops to 5.2 from 5.4. U.S. private sector jobs increased by 243 in August. That's not very good. 235 jobs added in August. That's below forecast by a bunch. I was just listening to Morgan Stanley analyst on Bloomberg talking 750 to 785 expected job gains. 235,000, that is not even slightly below. That is way below. And that means, folks, interest rates are going to stay low. You're not going to see any interest rate increases. You're not going to see tapering ending or coming in anytime soon. The Treasury is right. The folks at the Treasury are right. They are going to stay back and not mess with anything right now because Americans are there are jobs being created, yes, but not enough. And 6 million jobs are still missing from before the pandemic. 6 million jobs are still not filled. Talk is that up to or about 2 of those 1 million will never be filled. They are not coming back. I was kind of wondering myself, why would that be? Why wouldn't 2 million jobs come back? Uh, and then it kind of occurred to me that, well, you know what it is? It's likely that maybe of all the jobs that got eliminated, which is what, 12 or whatever million number, it was a huge number, it's over 10 million that were lost at one point. Might have been over 15 million jobs lost. Um, I bet you 5 million of those 15 million jobs lost have been, uh, how do I re-say it? How do I say that? Recreated. They have been regurgitated in the form of a lot of you folks staying at home, working from home and not going back to work. And you're not being counted. The system is not set up to figure it out because many of you have quit your jobs or you were laid off, you're furloughed, you were let go, you were bought out, whatever, whatever the term is, and you're no longer with your actual employer anymore from, you know, 2 years ago, year and a half ago. And what you've done is you've become a self-employed kind of person. You've become sort of an independent contractor. A number of you have figured out that the thing to do is to become a limited company, an LLC or Corp S or whatever it is, or an S corp, and work from home instead of being an employer. And your state, wherever you are, your city, town, rural area, you're just not counted right now in the system. The system hasn't picked you up, hasn't figured you out. And so you've disappeared. You've kind of gone into the ether. And so they think that you're still unemployed. Whereas you're gainfully employed doing whatever you're doing, however you're doing it. And some of you, of course, are now full-time or, quasi full-time asset managers. And you're looking after your own affairs. So you're not in the system. You're not there. And so the system is missing out. And here we come up with these numbers where they talk about participation rates and the unemployment rate and how many people are actually getting jobs. And it's not accurate. It's not as accurate maybe as it used to be under the old school way where you used to commute to work every day and commute back every day. The other thing that's, I think, happening is it would not surprise me that there will be several million fewer jobs recreated, because if millions of North Americans, Canadians and Americans, and then millions more in Europe, if they are working from home on a forward-going basis, or even only working part-time going forward, but working part-time close to home from the suburbs, you don't have these massive commutes in and out. If you don't have commuters going in and out by the millions in cities and areas, you don't need as many people to handle it. So there will be fewer people working in mass transit. There will be fewer people working in coffee shops for the morning coffee. There'll be fewer people working in the restaurant services area. Restaurants will be up against it going forward, because obviously if in Manhattan or in downtown Philadelphia or Pittsburgh or Baltimore or Austin, Texas, or wherever there used to be a lot of people coming in and coming out, there aren't as many folks coming in for lunch anymore. Business meetings aren't being held in downtown claustrophobic areas anymore, and won't be. That's not going to happen for a long, long time, because people are worried about distancing and transmission of the virus, all this stuff. And of course, those of you who are now working from home, you're doing the Zoom call. What do you need to go to a restaurant for that's going to run you $30 for your share of the tab? And with three others, either you're picking up the tab, your firm is picking up the tab, or you're splitting it. All four of you who were going to meet at the so-and-so steakhouse or whatever aren't going to do that anymore. You're now going to meet virtually. That means servers, cooks, restaurant owners are losing out. They're going to have to find work elsewhere in other ways, which means they're probably headed for the burbs themselves. But nonetheless, I can see millions of jobs not being recreated. And it's in the service sector. The service sector. I can imagine Hilton hotels in downtown corporate settings, which, as you may or may not be aware, but Hilton really doesn't own Hilton hotels anymore. Like, they don't own their buildings, really. They don't run their business. They're now a licensing outfit. They have the name Hilton, but your Hilton hotel in downtown Manhattan is not owned by Hilton. It's owned by an investment group led by company whatever as a franchisee. But that company, that Hilton franchisee, they've laid off a ton of their staff, and they're not bringing them back because the bookings aren't there. I was just mentioning Sabre. The reservation systems for the fall are way below what was anticipated, not even near pre-pandemic numbers. We're not coming back to where we were, even in tourist areas. Business areas, I bet you it's off 85% or more. It's really bad. So I can see a lot of jobs not coming back. And that would kind of, when I think about a franchisee that runs a 400-room hotel or something large, I can see a lot of high-paying jobs not coming back. I can see where perhaps some of the senior staff, the admin staff of that hotel, they're not at the hotel anymore. They're working remotely from home, which is an irony when you think about it, that a hotelier is not working in the hotel because they can work from home to tally up the numbers from the guests and handle reservation expectations and figure out payroll, all digital. The only people at the hotel are the housemates, which there are far fewer. The bellhops, far fewer, if they still have those. Front desk people, fewer. How many of you electronically check in and electronically reserve? I mean, it's going to get to the point where you won't need to go to the front desk to go to your room. You're going to be checked in on your phone. You're going to get to the door. You're going to put your phone in front of the sensor, and it's going to let you in. It's just that simple. And you don't get a key, and you don't sign the register, and all that's gone. How many people are not going to be at the hotel? Unbelievable. Something else I noticed, I was telling you folks the other day about how I found this website called Turo. It kind of got me, got my juices flowing. I really love sites like this. I know Turo's been around a while. Those of you who are younger than I am, you're looking at me going, the old guy finally found Turo. Jeez, where you been, old man? But I noticed something yesterday. I saw a video yesterday of a gentleman who rented a vehicle on Turo. And he was doing a video about what it's like to rent a vehicle through Turo. And this got me thinking. After I watched the video, I went, oh, I see. Oh, there's more here than meets the eye. Unbeknownst to the video creator who made this video about picking up a car, he didn't realize what he got going in here. Because he showed us on a video just how you can pick up a car to drive for the weekend or whatever without even meeting the owner of the car. He had the vehicle delivered, I think, to a parking area in a hotel or a shopping mall or something like that, somewhere public. He was told where to go and get his vehicle. It was a Mercedes, very nice car. And I'm thinking, boy, if I'm the owner of that car, I want to see what this renter looks like in person. In any event, he got the vehicle by just using his telephone. Again, I hear you. A lot of you going, yeah, old man, we've been doing this for a long time. Again, this is not the point of what I'm trying to get to. You got to hear me out. Hear me out. Just stick around for the whole story. So he rented the vehicle by showing up where it was located. He got his phone out and he followed all the prompts through Turo to take possession of his car. He got into the car because it opened electronically. And once inside the car, he had to do certain things, and one of which was open the glove box. You'll find a little pouch in there with the key to the car, which is a remote kind of thing. He found it, and everything is fine. And he was able to drive away and enjoy the vehicle. Now, the point of my story is this is an individual that did not go to Avis, Budget, Dollar, Ace Rent-A-Car, Hertz Rent-A-Car. Name any rental outfit. Name any rental outfit that specializes in premium cars. He did not go to a physical rental location to rent a vehicle. He did it through a private individual in a parking lot of his choosing, which is also key here, to pick up the vehicle and drive it. And at the end of it, it was the same thing. He dropped it off at a location of his choosing within a mileage range. Did the checkout process by photographing the car all around and leaving it behind, following the instructions, putting the key fob back in the glove box, locking the car, and leaving. No human beings were required to help him at the counter for pickup, and no one to drop it off. No one at the parking lot to check his paperwork when he was going out. You remember, you know how it is when you rent a car from an airport. You land, and then you get your baggage, and you find the bus that your rental car bus. You get on the damn bus and drive for 5, 10, 15 minutes to the rental car counter, and 15 of you get off, and everyone's in line in front of you. You're always the last one in line, and you're waiting to your turn to rent your car. And then you don't get the car you reserved. You reserved a premium car. You thought you're going to get a blah, 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 and you're going to get a Chevy Malibu for the price of a premium car. And then you're arguing with the guy behind the counter who doesn't care anything about you because they hate their life, their job, their existence. They just hate what they're doing. You leave frustrated. You eventually get a vehicle, and maybe you get the one you wanted, but you have to fight for it. You then had to get on another bus to be driven to your car in the parking lot, and then you have to walk around the car. You had to get in there, and then you had to check out with the security guard, show them all the paperwork. You remember all that crap? Say goodbye to all that. Well, think about it. If thousands and thousands of people are using Turo for a casual rental, or a vacation rental, or eventually business rental, can you imagine the number of people that will not be rehired by all the franchisees at all these airports? Think about those concession fees that the airports are charging you and I for renting a car. You know how it is. If you rent a car in downtown or a suburbia somewhere, from a Hertz location suburbia versus a Hertz at the airport, in theory, you should pay less. In theory, unless it's the same franchisee, and then he's going to get you, which, again, a lot of us are happy to stick it to this guy or girl or organization. We don't want anything to do with these people. And if you can rent the car you want, you saw photos of the car on Turo, and there's the car right there that you want. They're bringing it to you. They're delivering it to your hotel, or bringing it to the airport for you to pick up. Hello, how convenient would it be to land in LAX, go to the parkade next to the terminal, take the elevator to level 5, get off there, and stall number E22 is where your car is. And there's nobody there. It's just you. And you can pick up your car. To me, this is heaven sent. This is heavenly. I think this is absolutely wonderful, especially if it's a premium car. Definitely. But even if it's a Chevy Malibu. Can I get a Chevy Malibu for less money than a Hertz or a Dollar renter car? Probably. Can I get the car for a lot less hassle? Definitely. Why? I'm not dealing with human beings who don't give a crap about what I want. There's the difference in the world today. As we have fast forwarded, think about the owner of the car. They can rent you a car. They can drop it off at the airport. They can, they have a buddy, it's a husband and wife team, right? You own 3 cars that you rent on Turo. You drop the vehicle off at the airport. Your wife's been following you in the car. You hop in the car and leave, and you go on, but go back home, do what you're doing, do a grocery run, hit the Costco on the way home, whichever you're doing, and your phone is telling you how it's going. Your phone's telling you, oh yeah, Uncle Bruce has shown up at the car. He's checking in right now. You getting alerts? Oh yeah, he's picking up the car. He's walking around taking the photos. Oh, here come the photos. He has to take photos of the front, the sides, and everything else because he has to confirm that the car is in the condition that you left it in because you took photos when you dropped the car off. Oh, do I love this? Am I asymptomatic positive? I don't know. Is the renter asymptomatic positive? He doesn't know. She doesn't know. Doesn't matter. We're not seeing each other. I have a mask on or I don't have a mask on. I'm just walking around a car. This is great. I'm not the 15th in line at the airport or at the pickup counter or wherever the hell I am, or I'm in a bus with 20 other people with bags all over the place and screaming kids who are so upset, been in the air for hours and they're hungry and they're tired. Oh gosh, I'm not around any of that. I'm on my own. I'm with Auntie Jen, and we're picking up the Tesla at the LAX airport. Boy, am I liking this. Am I liking this as a 65-year-old old farty guy? Boy, do I like this. Man, this is beautiful. Picking up a car without having to deal with a human being who doesn't give a crap about what I want. This is fantastic. We're in the car, and we're on our way, and we get to the hotel, and if it's a pre-check-in where it's a self-check-in, I'm happy too. I might want to talk to one person about some information about the local area, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just as happy I'm getting to an Embassy Suites that has a bedroom and a living room and high-speed internet and has the breakfast buffet the next morning that I can pick away at as all I want. Hey, I'm kind of liking this world. This new normal, I kind of like this. But I can see where the Embassy Suites guy isn't hiring as many people as other hotels maybe have had in the past. Yeah, this is interesting. This is I don't think it's being picked up by the government in the statistics department. I can understand why, because first of all, they're short-staffed. Their staff, many are working from home, but they're not up on the new normal because the new normal is changing so quickly and so dramatically in front of our eyes that we don't realize it. It's lightning speed. Yesterday afternoon, like a number of afternoons here, Jen and I hop in the car after I finish my second show. After a little while, I might have a nap first. And we'll go out. We went out yesterday to our local, one and only Tim Hortons here in Creston. Soon I'll be in Calgary where I'll be surrounded by them. We probably won't even see one anymore. But here in Creston, it's the only game in town. You want a coffee and a Danish for two for under $6 Canadian, you go to Timmy's. You go to a mom and pop coffee shop with a nice latte. If you want to, certainly you can't get a nice latte at Timmy's. I'll grant you that. But even if you want a regular coffee at a local mom and pop place and a Danish for two, you're talking $12. You're talking double. So Timmy's is unbelievably economically phenomenal. It is a miracle of modern restaurateurship. But the reality is that our Tim Hortons in this little town of 5,000 people with 10,000 people all around us that come and go all the time. It's summer right now. It's summer. It's just before Labor Day. The Tim Hortons hires, and usually hires every year, summer students, summer help to help out. All summer, this summer, you cannot walk inside that Tim Hortons franchise after about 1 PM. Closed. Only drive-through from 1 PM until midnight when they shut it down, or whatever time it is they shut it down. Drive-through only all day. And I can't tell you how many hundreds of people we have seen in the last number of weeks where we're 15th car in line, 8th car in line, 3rd car in line, waiting to order and then get our item at the window, watching cars come into the parking lot. People park their car, and I know what they're doing. They're parking in a hurry because they gotta go. They gotta go there's a number one waiting on them, and they come to the door and it's locked, and they get in their car and they look around and they go, Where do I go? Where do I go? They're not there for a coffee. They want a coffee. They want a Danish. They want something. Yes, but they gotta go to the bathroom first. Or if mom brings out the two children, oh, I feel for them because they have no idea. They're from out of town. They're passing through Creston. They just want to get the kids to a clean, safe bathroom. Closed, closed. The entire restaurant is closed. They don't have enough staff. They literally have not been able to hire enough staff at a coffee and donut shop in Creston, British Columbia, where they're paying $18 an hour. Like, this is not $5 an hour wages. You can make 15, 16, 18 an hour plus benefits, sign up bonuses they're offering. They have signage on the window, help wanted, sign up bonuses, dental, medical, retirement, all kinds of stuff. They cannot hire another 4 or 5 people per shift to handle their own restaurant. They barely are hanging on to their drive-through. It is absolutely phenomenal to me how a labor-intensive business like this can't get labor. It's really something. And you'd think that with students all over, but I can understand parents going, oh, no, 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 I don't want you working. I don't want you working in a restaurant, because if you work in a restaurant like a Tim Hortons, the turnover is unbelievable. How many anti-vaxxers are you going to run into that you don't know? How many people are asymptomatic that have both shots? They've been vaccinated, you've been vaccinated, and you're still exposed to asymptomatic people who don't know they have it. Parents are going, nope, I'll pay you not to take that job. I'll give you money not to work. And that's the new normal here that we have. And this is just Creston. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, how many big city places are running into the same problem? How many cities across North America with 50,000 people, and 200,000 people, and 600,000 people are having staffing problems? It is unreal. Politicians in Washington, of course, are using the old adage, oh, we give them too much in unemployment and they're just too lazy and they would rather just stay home than work. These guys get elected again and again and again and again. It's incredible to me how out of touch with reality these guys are, these girls. And yet, they cut the benefits and they put people into dire straits. But there are people out there fearful for their lives. As a parent, if I had an 8-year-old, I'd be panicking right now, wondering, oh my gosh, am I going to put my child in school? What if the teacher she has is an anti-vaxxer and is just a cesspool of who knows what kind of germs, because they've never been vaccinated against anything. Rubella, measles, the mumps, walking cesspools of germs, anti-vaxxers, a lifetime of anti-vaccine. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And if they're anti-vaxxers, 35-year-old teacher is an anti-vaxxer, chances are the husband or the wife is an anti-vaxxer, chances are that there are relatives and or others they hang out with that are all anti-vaxxers. And so they might lead a very clean lifestyle, but they breathe the air that their relatives and friends breathe, and a whole bunch of them are anti-vaxxers, and they're bringing it into the school through the back door. Unbelievable. I would be panicking if I had a child right now that I can't get vaccinated, going into a system like that where it could be the teacher, it could be the vice principal, it could be the janitor, it could be one of the staff members at the in the cafeteria, could be the bus driver, who knows? Could be someone else's kids who are surrounded by anti-vaxxers and they're just carrying it. They don't know they have it. They feel fine. They look fine. Oh my gosh, what a silent killer this is. Such a scary situation. I really wonder about all of that. This world, this economy has dramatically changed in a year and a half, and for forever, permanently. I can never see myself going back to a Hertz rental car counter 5 years from now if I were traveling. Now, I'm 65, so I know you're filling in my thoughts here, going, well, Bruce, you're so old, you're not going to travel later anyway. But I can see a 35-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old person who has to travel for work in the future, or traveling with their family for a holiday or whatever. Especially if you have 3 children. I can just imagine a husband and wife and 3 kids going to Orlando for like a 10-day thing, and they've rented a car, they want to rent a car for 10 days for, tooling around town and all this stuff. Why would you want to rent a car from a car rental agency at an airport? Why would you want to do that? You got to be kidding me. If you can use Turo, something like a Turo, get the car you want, the color you want, the options you want, delivered to the airport terminal somewhere, or dad takes an Uber for $8 to a block or two away from the airport, a mile or two away, whatever it is, to pick up the car, hassle-free, instantly, paperless, and then drive the vehicle to the arrivals gate and pick up mom and the kids. Oh, aha! Yeah, boy, have I seen the light. Ooh, it's just shining. The light is shining. This is the new normal, the new economy of North America, of the G20. This is a new economy. Oh my God, yeah. Do I want to be a rental car franchisee? No, I don't. I don't want to own any of these franchises. I'm going to get my butt handed to me. I don't care how seamless you try to make your business. Ain't gonna happen. It is a disaster. I can see this economy going. It's fractioning out. It's becoming. People with one or two or three cars each are going to be in the car rental business. Thousands of them in every major center, and they're going to do just fine because they have no overhead. It's going to be a nightmare for Orlando, Los Angeles, West Covina, Pasadena, Hollywood. It's going to be a nightmare for Las Vegas. Why? Because the car rental entities are going to reduce their footprints. Some are going to leave. And all of these entrepreneurs are renting cars. How are you going to tax them? How are you going to tax all these folks? So many silent deals are being made, off the table deals. Turo and many spin-offs are coming. And I just wonder how the tax man's going to get their action on this. It's just going to be unbelievable. It's just, oh my gosh, it's insanity. Wow. Just wow. The Dow is down 19 points right now. So obviously the job thing is now having its negative effect, I suppose. Is that am I reading that right? And the jobs fell way short in August. The Fed is watching. Yeah, there's the job report disappoints is the headline here. The Dow is lower because the August job report missed estimates by a mile. This is an article in Market Watch. The U.S. added just 235,000 jobs in August, down from a revised 1.1 million in July, and missing estimates for 750,000 this month. The unemployment rate did fall to 5.2 from 5.4, and meeting forecasts for 5.2. The Delta variant seemed to be the problem, as leisure and hospitality hiring was little changed. This was a read consistent with building Delta variant concerns, if nothing else, writes BMO Capital Markets' Ian Lingen. Jefferies economist Thomas Simons notes that if leisure and hospitality had created 325 to 420,000 jobs consistent with the last 4 months, the number would have been close to the consensus. Within the details, it is fairly obvious that the miss was due to very disappointing job growth in the leisure and hospitality sector, he writes. This is the sector that is most closely tied with the reopening theme, and it generated 0 jobs. You've got to wonder how bad it is in Florida. How bad is this going to be for the state of Florida, for its unemployment rate and its projected revenues, state revenues, local government revenues, tax revenues, gas tax revenues, hotel tax revenues, you name it. Sales tax revenues in Florida have got to be in trouble, and really going to be in trouble. And is it any surprise? No, not from the upside here. Not from this vantage point. It's not a surprise. Yeah, I've talked enough about Mr. DeSantis and his the world this guy is in, which is another world. Anyway, there you have it. Wow. MTTR is making it easier for people to see the world without leaving their house. Perfect storm brewing. Yep. I can tell you that how many houses are now are changing hands between people where the buyer doesn't even view the property in person. They're using Matterport. How many insurance policies are going to be written going forward where people won't even drive to the insurance office? They'll Matterport their house, they'll Matterport their car, and they'll get coverage all digitally. There's changes coming everywhere. It is really unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, here apparently the person renting out their car on Turo keeps 75%. It can be up to 85% depending on what kind of package you take with those guys, because they have insurance built into the rate and all that. Saw a Honda Accord on there, rented out nearly 300 times at 120 a day. Laugh out loud if each rental is 3 days average while paid off the car. I will not confirm those kinds of figures on Honda Accords, but I will say that there are a lot of people on Turo who are renting vehicles out for 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks a day. And if you can net out $40 a day on a 3-year-old Honda that you're carrying at maybe 10 grand cost because it's 3 years old, you're bringing in $1,200 a month on a 30-day rental, obviously. But if you're bringing in $800 a month net to you, that pays off a $10,000 car in a little over a year. So yeah, it's a good business. It can be a very good business. And there are people out there with 5 Honda Accords, or they're holding. They've got a Jeep, and they've got a couple of SUVs, and they've got a Kia, and they've got a Honda and a Toyota. Yeah, you don't have to go high-end fancy cars to make money on Turo. You're just out Malibuing the Hertzes and the dollars and the Avis rent-a-car people. I mean, how many of us, let's just say, are sick and tired of going through all the crap of renting a car online, answering all the stupid questions, and click, 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 getting to the counter to get a Chevy Malibu with 22,000 miles on it, been beat to crap already by 250 other renters or whatever that number is, and you're just going, this is what I get? And if we're lucky, we get a Malibu with 3,000 miles on it. Go, oh wow, this is great. It's only got 3,000 miles on it. Yeah, but it's a Malibu, okay? Yippee, yippee for my holiday, yay! Yeah, what can I say? It is unbelievable, ridiculous. Thank you, Governor DeSantis, for being the beat gov and giving us the ability to support our families. Yeah, he's great. He's super, this guy. Wow. Anyway, what can I say? I don't know. Bruce, could you explain how bank charter benefits SoFi, and in what case they would be denied for this bank charter? They're going to get it. They're not going to be denied it. They're going to get it. And it's going to turn a company into an investment banker and to a traditional banker. They'll be allowed to accept deposits from clients and then re-lend the money out. They'll be able to add money from depositors from the Fed and lend all that money out. It's a huge change for the company. It'll instantly add 50% value to the stock, no matter where the stock is. If it's at $15.05 like it is right now, you got a $22.50 company. If the stock's at $18, you have a $27 company. If the stock's at $20, you got a $30 company. The minute the charter is approved, you can add 50% value to the company right there. Stock will really react well to it. Anyway, there you go. Bruce, I love you, man, but you better consider some security while roaming the U.S. Your followers are super saturated with right-wing Trump cult worshipers, and we all know they be crazy, man. Be careful. They have no idea how crazy I am. They think they know me, watching me on the air, but they don't know how crazy I am. But in any event, what can I say? For watching it for 6 months religiously, now every day, what I'm gathering is you're an anti-vaxxer and love politicians. Am I right on this one? Because I think I've got you figured out. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. What can I say? It is a kooky world in which we live, and I'll tell you, it is wild and wacky out there. Did you know that we're in the middle of a national election here in Canada right now? Right in the middle of a national election, right as we speak, and we might have a change in government because our Prime Minister, Mr. Trudeau, his party is at 30% in the polls, and the Conservatives, Mr. O'Toole is his name, he's O'Toole, all right. The Conservatives are 35%. But apparently where the Conservatives lead and where the Liberals lead, you get elected in Canada by what's known as the seat count. It's kind of like, it's like Congress. In Congress, if you get the most seats, you have the speaker, you get the speaker's chair. Well, in Canada, if you have the most seats in our parliament, you get the prime ministership. You're the leader of the country. And right now, Trudeau is still leading on seats, because where he's leading is very important to where the Tories, the Republicans in Canada are leading, the right wingers. And so we'll see how this all plays out. It's always fascinating. But we're down to 17 days, and then we have our national election, and it's all over. 30-something day campaign. That's it. Very, very painless. Bruce, I am the opinion that GameStop has to release phenomenally good results on Wednesday. Anything else, and the stock will go below 180. Do you agree with my opinion, or does yours differ somewhat? John, you could be right. I don't know if it has to be financially phenomenal results. It could be, let's say, better than before, with additional news to really jack up the marketplace. What could that be? It could be perhaps a phenomenal number regarding e-commerce. That e-commerce is now 50% or 55% of the business, or margins are dramatically higher, or they earned a profit. They the sales are up, and they turned a profit for the quarter, and they expect that to continue. That could change the perception on the outside world towards GameStop, where they'll go, okay, the company's turned it around. Cohen took over, kicked out the old management, changed the direction of the company, and it's starting to pay off. But I don't know if they're there yet. I don't know if they're that quickly there, because he only got control of the company a few months ago when he had the annual meeting and became the chairman of the board and got his new CEO, and it's all new. It's all early. But they could come out with additional info, like we're doing crypto transactions. We're doing NFT stuff. We're doing gaming tournament play. We've signed a deal with blah to do blah. I'm sure there's a lot going on, but we'll see what happens. All right. Let's see what happens. John, it would be so nice to listen to you without the socialism rants constantly. I love you, Bruce, but I have to stop because of this. You know what, John? Don't let the door hit you going out. But before you go, if you're still here, double check something on your end, because I heard this on my end this morning. Socialism is alive and well in America, but it's known as corporate socialism. And I heard this morning that Exxon was given access to 1.5 million barrels of oil from the U.S. Strategic Reserve because of hurricane shortage problems and all that sort of stuff. The reasons are good. Why would ExxonMobil be allowed to tap into government reserves? Well, because of the hurricane. And look at the problem in New York and New Jersey and Pennsylvania, right? But that is socialism 101. That is the epitome of socialism at the highest level. When the government assists private businesses in conducting their affairs, rather than allowing ExxonMobil to not deliver gasoline to their stations, this is being allowed. In America, this is the kind of socialism that is tolerated by Americans. But the rest of the world, we just kind of put our hands up in here going, they're just as socialist as the Norwegians are, as the Swedes are, as the Swiss are, as we are. They're just as socialistic. It's a question of how you describe it and how you justify the socialism. Another one is airports and airlines. American government has given away billions of dollars of taxpayer money for nothing to the airlines. In many cases, it's interest-free loans. It's loans at 0.25 percentage point. It's loans for 15 years without any payments for 5 years. I mean, the socialistic giveaways that America gives to its corporations is stunning. The rest of the world is just stunned at it, and just because it's amazing how Americans don't get it, that their government bails out their own corporations time and time again. These are publicly traded companies, by the way, airlines, Exxon, and others. They have the ability to raise whatever capital they need, from the public markets to fund their operations. ExxonMobil, in theory, should be paying a heavy price for having refineries in the middle of hurricane zones antiquated pipeline scenarios, inefficient delivery systems. Um, Hurricanes screw them up, and they're not going to invest in a better infrastructure situation. Why should Exxon do it when they know, oh, we're short some oil. We'll just go to Uncle Sam and borrow some of his oil. It's okay. We'll just borrow his oil. Thank you very much. That is socialism at the highest level, at the cabinet level. Um, there isn't even a peep. There isn't a peep anywhere about this in any media circle, because the media in the United States will look at this and go, well, that's in the national interest. That's not socialism. That's in the national interest. That's different. In Canada, we have healthcare across the country. That is a right of all Canadians. When you're born in this country, you have healthcare. In the United States, that's called socialism. In Canada, it's called a national priority for its citizenship, for its country. So there's one country that views healthcare as a national security thing, and another country that looks at it as complete socialism. And you can't talk the one out of the other. So what can I tell you, man? It's if you can't understand reality, you're not real. You're just in a dream world. And if you're in a dream world, keep dreaming. Just keep dreaming. More power to you. Just facts. Just facts. Subsidies equals socialism. Who argues against the fire department? No one. Are Americans arguing against having a fire department in every town and city? That is socialism to the max right there. We have fire departments. Americans have fire departments. That's acceptable. But other services, if they're government run, oh, that's socialism. That's where they screw up. Okay, man, it's not good for you, but it's good for us, and we're wrong. Well, okay, then if you're going to close your eyes and you're going to shut your mind to the outside world, then enjoy the world you're in. But if you're having trouble understanding your world, maybe it's because you shut off information that you should be absorbing here and waking up to the reality of what's really happening out there. But I can't help everybody. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Most people here don't like corporate bailouts. There you go. Here, our tax dollars bail out the companies who have been gouging us our whole lives. Canada does it too. Believe me, in Canada, we have given away hundreds of millions of dollars in tax breaks for Honda, Toyota, Hyundai, General Motors, Ford, Chrysler over all those years to build car plants or to modernize older car assembly plants in Canada. That would be in the Windsor, Sarnia area, London, Ontario area, Kitchener, Waterloo, Toronto, Brampton, Mississauga, Milton, Ontario, Oshawa, in Quebec, the province of Quebec. Wherever the auto companies have plants in Canada, provincial governments and the federal government have handed out probably collectively billions of dollars in taxpayer money to subsidize unionized auto workers' jobs. Because the attitude is, well, if we help this factory, say for Toyota, we help them in Barrie, Ontario, keep building Toyota Camrys or Honda Accords or Honda Camry, whatever car company is. It's Honda, Toyota, they're all there. We help these guys keep building cars. We preserve jobs. If we preserve jobs, we preserve standard of living. If we preserve that, we have children who can be born and educated. We're preserving school systems. We're preserving towns and city taxes. We're preserving highway construction. We're preserving the rubber companies for tires. We're preserving the brake manufacturers. We're preserving the automatic transmission people. Because cars need a lot of things. This is all good stuff. And then when these vehicles get exported to the United States for sale in California and whatever, all these cars are designed for whatever market they're going to. That's money coming back to Canada in the form of U.S. currency, again, for the national economy of the country. So the governments can justify it in their brain to do it. In Western Canada, in Alberta, they're sitting there going, oh yeah, here we go. The socialists in the East are subsidizing these factory workers. You do the math of how many people work at the car plant in Barrie, Ontario, making Honda Accords or Toyota Camrys. It's like 2,200 people. And you take the hundreds of millions of dollars that are being used to subsidize that plant. It's 150,000 a job. It's like more money than these people are going to make. Let's put it this way: the amount of taxes that they're going to pay from the salaries they make, even if they get $40 an hour as a unionized worker, the amount of tax these people will pay will never equal the amount that was just put into their jobs. Out west, the oil producers are going, "Hey, federal government, why don't you guys help us out with enhanced write-offs for oil and gas production? Because when we produce oil and we can sell it to the Americans, or we produce oil, turn it into various components and sell that overseas around the world, we're bringing in foreign capital. But what we're doing is we're using 2,000 people to, compared to the 2,000 factory over there, we're using 2,000 people, but we're generating 100 times the dollars per person than these guys are. And you're not subsidizing us at all. You're sucking off of us to support these car guys who are burning fossil fuels and clogging up the highways, and in the US, in Canada, wherever. I mean, everyone has their argument. It's socialism everywhere. It is selective socialism that works and can be justified at the spot that it's done at. And every country in the world, every state in the United States, every province in Canada, most cities in Canada and the United States, Europe, we all do it. But we justify it in our own unique way. But then there's the national perception, the general perception of the public, where, if Bruce is going to talk about how government is doing this with businesses, well, he must be a raving lunatic socialist. I'm not going to watch him anymore. Well, go away. Piss off. I don't want you here. I don't need this crap from you crybabies out there. Wake up to reality, people. This is a mean, mean world, and there are no prisoners taken here. Have you heard this morning the latest little ditty? You Americans down here, I'm saying down here because I'm north of you, you're down south. I love America, by the way, you got to know it. But there were 3 Americans who just cut a deal with the United States government not to go to jail. And I'm hearing nothing about this other than the odd little blurb. 3 guys in some kind of a hedge fund kind of outfit, they cut a deal to give the government $7 billion in a fine, in a payoff, not to be indicted for tax evasion. And I'm thinking, 3 guys just handed the government $7 billion not to be charged with a crime. How many of you out there get a speeding ticket from time to time, and the officer just gives it to you, hands you a $200 ticket, and you just sit there and just shut up and take the abuse from these guys, and you're 10 miles over the limit, 15 miles, or whatever it is. You're a criminal, and they want to talk to you about your whole life, and they want to do a check on you. They're going to run your plate. They're going to run your license. Here are 3 guys, $7 billion that they've handed the government as they admit their guilt up front without going to court. That is Americans' money. That is money for the United States citizens of America. 3 of these guys ripping off America for $7 billion. Can you name them? You know their first names? I don't. I've never heard of these guys. I'm going, how many more are there like this? Unbelievable. There are many out there who are fans of these guys. They're going, they got away with it for a long time. Way to go. Too bad they got caught. Good thing they got caught. You know what $7 billion pays for? If you could catch 100 guys like this, you could maybe bring in $70 billion. All of a sudden, you're bringing in the kind of money that the infrastructure program could use in a year. 10 years at $70 billion is $700 billion. I mean, it's money, and it's money. The amount of wealth that is created by some of the folks in this world is unfathomable to all of us out here in the regular world. We cannot conceive of the kind of wealth that is being created by some of these guys who are ripping off our countries. They're ripping off Canada. There are guys in Canada doing this. The United States, the UK, Germany, France, Italy, Portugal. Name the country. How about the other news this morning? China. The city government of Beijing apparently is going to buy a stake in Didi, this car Uber service that's been just crashing on the market since it went public 3 months ago. Apparently, China, the state of China, is going to buy a big chunk of Didi. You know what that's called in North America? Do you know what we call that? It's called nationalism. It's where a country takes over a private business for uh, national security purposes in the time of war or whatever. That's called nationalism. That's also called socialism. The stock went up. The stock went up in price because China is going to effectively nationalize Didi, which I can guarantees you that this stock will be delisted from the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, or wherever it's trading, within months from now. It'll be no longer welcome here, because I can also guarantee you want to look into the books of Didi. Good luck looking into the books of Didi. You think the Chinese government is going to allow an entity from the New York Stock Exchange or the SEC to look up Didi's financials? Think again, people. This is a closed book. So whatever bribes Didi has to pay to all the city managers that they are working in, government officials that they're working with, will stay private, will stay quiet. Why? Because the government owns the company. You think there's going to be an open book now? No. If you're a Didi shareholder, get out of Dodge. Run, Forrest, run. If you own Alibaba, you own these other companies, it's only a matter of time before the Chinese government takes them over, because they're too juicy. They make too much money because they're working in a closed shop without competition. Do you think there's a competition to Didi in China? Think again. There's no competition to Didi in China. There will not be any competition for Didi in China. It's a closed shop, and the bribes will continue to be paid wonderfully on time, secretly, to all these top officials in the name of national security. Yeah, here we go. Never, ever a dull moment. Way to go, Exxon. Way to borrow 1.5 million barrels from the United States government to supply your gas stations with or refineries with fuel. Way to go. That's the socialist move. That's what you have to do. As a socialist country, the United States hands over 1.5 million barrels of its own oil for the strategic reserve. That is for wartime. When you're under attack by a foreign power, or when the Middle East cuts you off from oil because of a dispute, or there's attacks on super tankers in the high seas, the United States government has this reserve to help with the shocks. But ExxonMobil, as a private corporation, or as a public company, as a non-government entity, they can just walk up to the federal government anytime they want, grab 1.5 million barrels of oil, no problem whatsoever. No hearings, no Senate approval, no congressional approval, no vote. President doesn't have to sign off. It's all looked after. It's all fine. Socialism is alive and well everywhere, including the United States of America, baby. It is so good. But it's American socialism. It's freedom socialism. It's the socialism that makes people want to sing the national anthem at the top of their lungs. We on the outside go, you're just like us. You're just like us. You're so like us. It's unbelievable. Sorry, people. You don't like it, lump it. You're just not paying attention to the reality of what is going on. And if you're in your little world, your happy little world, singing Kumbaya with your right-wing friends, God bless you. God bless you all. I wish you nothing but the best. I really do. But enjoy the gasoline at a cheap price through Exxon, courtesy of the United States taxpayer, through the United States government. Way to go, folks. There it has. Anyway, there it is. I'm just like it, not like it. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It is what it is. Welcome to the rant. Here we are. We're here. We're alive. We're well. We're going through it. I wonder, why is it I lose subscribers? Why is it that I lose subscribers from time to time? Oh, I know. I tell people in plain English what's going on, and they don't like it. They don't want to hear this. They want to hear just the good news. Just tell me Just tell me what stock to buy now that I can sell in 15 minutes and that I can make enough money to buy myself a new car. Bruce, could you just help me out? If you could just do that, don't tell me how everything works, because that's too messy. I don't want to know how you make sausage. I just want to eat the sausage. Don't tell me how you make the sausage. Just let me eat it. I get you. It's all right. Anyway, thank you all. We're going to open in 2 minutes. Is anyone left? Is there anyone here to actually talk to? Or has everyone abandoned this channel? I kind of wonder sometimes how many people I don't talk to every day. Best rant, says Jeffrey. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Bruce Unplugged. Good morning, Bruce. Thank you, guys. Woohoo. What can I say? I get it all. Anyway, thank you, all of you who are here today. Those of you who are members, you know it. You know, as members, what you mean to Jennifer and I. You are the backbone of this channel, and we thank you so much for being brave enough to subscribe to this channel and become a member of this channel, supporting this channel through thick and thin. We love you, and we do appreciate it. It keeps us going. All of you out there who are subscribers but not members, please become a member if you wouldn't mind. We'd sure love to have you join in. That shows me I'm on the right track. If my membership numbers decline, I'm doing something wrong, I guess. If my membership numbers are going higher, we must be doing something right, I guess. And same with subscriptions. But on the other hand, we theoretically live in a free society, but there are times we're not so sure about that. And you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. But those of you who are here and are members, I thank you. We're now member-only chat for the moment because the market's about to begin, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on just where we're at. It's almost go time. Here we go. Wow, Uncle Bruce, full-blown green. Right at the moment, we're about to open here, a minute to go. Let's see how the markets want to react. Matterport, the last I saw was 1735. That was last night's close, so obviously I don't have today's pre-opening anymore. We'll see what's going on. 1734, I think we're up and running. We're just starting right now. Here go the bells. Thank you, everybody, for popping through here. We love the Bruce. Thank you, Free Thinker. And let's see what's going on. What else is going on? What's going on? Love, love, love. Thank you, guys. And we're right now, let's open this up here. See if we can get some quotes going. I think Robinhood is up 30 cents, I think. That's the early morning deal. Hey, John, I love you, Bruce. I'm a subscriber. I love to see how sausage is made. John, I love you, man. I love you. Anyone here, all you members and commenting back and forth, I love it. I just am so proud of this channel. So pleased to be running it. I just am so glad that I don't have to kowtow to public opinion and to, what I think you want me to say. I'm just so glad I don't have to do that. I don't think I could handle it. I couldn't handle that kind of a channel. It just drives me nuts. Love you, Uncle B. Thank you, guys. Ding, ding, ding. We're open. Let's go. 44.54 on Robinhood, up a nickel. SoFi 15.04, just down 2 cents. GameStop down $1.18, 212. ATIP is at 4.52. Looks like it's up just about 2 cents. AMC down 48 cents to start the morning. Matterport 17.41, up 6 cents. ME 8.89 at the moment. I just saw Matterport shift now down 9 cents to 17.26. These early morning quotes will shift a lot right now. Smart Rent up 26 to 12.49. I guess last night's quote. Rocket Lab 11.63, looks like it's unchanged now. 11.59 down 4. Spire, I don't know if it's open yet. Sextera might be up a penny. I'm not sure. IBM, the heartbreaker, 140.02, up a penny today. The Dow down 81 points. Let's take a look here. It's either down 81 or 60. I mean, I'm looking at all kinds of numbers going by here. Hang on. Pardon me. Oh my God. I got the Dow now down 76. I got S&P down 5. NASDAQ down 11 points. At the moment, oil down 8 cents to 69.91 at the moment. Pardon me, everybody. Let's see what we have. Thank you, guys. All your comments. I love you guys. Captain, my captain. Hey, Uncle B, we love the wooden sound amp. By the way, turned our showers into full-blown concerts. Wow. That's awesome. Fantastic. I wonder if Jen is up early with Uncle Bruce, if she would hop on to his rants as well. John, you were a good person, says Guy in the Buffalo. Free thinker, I'm a centrist with no political favorites. I tell my Trumper brother that the socialist takeover he is so afraid of has already happened pretty much everywhere, and the world hasn't ended yet. It's been around since the 40s and the 50s. The Second World War was the greatest socialism experiment of all time, the Second World War. The Great Generation, the Great War, the GI Bill, socialism to the max. What are you going to do with millions of soldiers that have been out the country for 2 to 5 years? These guys missed their college education. Some of them missed the last years of high school. They should have been working for 5 years. What do? You create the GI Bill and you retrain these guys. Socialism to the max. And did it pay off? Oh, did it ever. America was so strong after the Second World War. Unbelievable wealth created in the country. Boomers were born like left, right, and like center, and then we had the kids. I mean, my gosh, there you go. I love Uncle Bruce because he tells it like it is. Bless you, says Olivia. My January 21st, 1750 Matterport calls are very nearly in the money. Should I just keep hanging on for the next few months? Yes, you should. We've only just begun. This is nothing. You haven't seen anything yet. This stock is only just beginning to get discovered. It'll be choppy, but the trend is up, up, and up. We're going into the mid-20s. You're going to make a lot of money. Stick around and enjoy. You've earned a return, and you're going to get it. Come on, SoFi, you can do it. Stay up there. $14.95 on SoFi, down 11 cents. We have Robinhood down 16. We have GameStop down $1.16. We have ATI Physical Therapy up 2 cents. AMC down $1.05. Matterport 17.14 down 21. 23andMe down 11. Smart Rent down 11. Rocket Lab 11.11 down 52. Spire unchanged, although I don't know if it's even trading. Sextera down 18 cents. Bannock is up 65 cents, the ETF. Home Depot down $1, IBM up 22 cents, the Dow down 71. Microsoft down 31 cents, Apple down 35, Tesla down 3.39, Bed Bath & Beyond down 30, BlackBerry up a penny, Royal Caribbean down 22 cents, Amazon down $22, Facebook down $1.50, Google down $7. JP Morgan up 34 cents, Walmart down 48, Cisco down 8 cents, Goldman down $1.18. So we have more red than anything else, but it's not serious red. It's fractional pennies of red. That's all this is. This is a sell-off. I'll take it. These sell-offs are easy to handle. They're nothing burgers. We're down 79 on the Dow. We're down 10 on the S&P, and we're down 30 on NASDAQ. This is 1/4% on the indexes. This can be turned around in 2 minutes. There's nothing bad happening in the markets. This jobs report is actually good news. Believe it or not, it's good news, because had the jobs report been really solid, way up here, phenomenal number with 1 million jobs created, the markets would be down 200 points right now or more. Why? Because the analysts will go, you see, overheating economy, we got to raise interest rates, we got to cut down inflation, we got to keep everything in check. Even though with 1 million jobs created, you're still 5 million jobs away from where you used to be officially. The interest rate ninnies would be all crazy about this market. All of a sudden now the interest rate hawks, the guys calling for tightening and tapering and raising rates, all of a sudden they're going, oh shoot, the American economy only had 200-something thousand jobs. Geez, that's like really disappointing. That's a 500,000 short minimum. I mean, that's like a third of what we thought it would do. Time to reassess. Yeah, maybe it is. And I can tell you going forward, it isn't going to get much better. It's just not going to get much better. We have got problems, people. Supply chain problems are now the next issue. The variants are one, the virus is one, but the supply chain is the second. And there are a lot of hotels and airlines who were absolutely were betting billions of dollars that they would be busy this fall and winter with tourists. They'd be crawling with them, and they're not. What are they crawling with? Hospitals in the ICUs. That's what they're crawling with. Patients in the intensive care units across many parts of the country in the U.S. and Canada. Here in Western Canada, it's an all-points bulletin. Jennifer and I are heading to Calgary the next 10 days or so, and we're worried about going into a cesspool over there. Because in Calgary, the ICU numbers are off the charts. They're the highest level ever. More than last year when it was out of control. That's because Alberta
is run like DeSantis is running Florida. Total moron. Opened up the entire thing, no masking, all restaurants are good to go, and we now have the highest infection rate. The actual percentage of people getting infected are at the highest levels in Alberta than anywhere else in Canada, rivaling Florida. It's ridiculous. The nurses in Alberta, the entire nursing union, have been put on emergency alert status. What does that mean? You cannot refuse overtime. You must report to work when told to report to work. It's like we're at war. The nurses union in Alberta, they're going nuts. They're going, you idiots, you politicians, stay the hell out of our jobs. Stay away from what we do best. We trained for years to get our degrees. You guys are idiots. You're just politicians that run popularity contests every couple of years. You don't know what you're talking about. We are drowning in people in hospitals here. And you guys just keep bringing them. You're just bringing them to us. It's ridiculous. It's out of control in certain areas. Alberta is one of them, and we're heading there. Oh my God! I just shake my head at it all. Crazy. Michael, there you go. People think that they sit on their rear ends. I know that I know of people. I've known people all my life who, over the years, the greatest entrepreneurs are the poor. They are the greatest of entrepreneurs because they're desperate. They need to make money to eat later today. They're the ones who have to figure out how to eat tomorrow. And if you think that sitting on your lard butt in North America, that you make enough money where you can just sit back and relax and eat like a king, you have no idea what you're talking about. You are out of touch with reality. There are so many entrepreneurs out there who find ways to enhance their benefits by doing whatever they've got to do. Some of the best bottle pickers in Alberta are people that are on unemployment because the unemployment check covers half of their expenses. The other half isn't covered, and they don't want to lose their car. They might be driving an 8-year-old car, but they don't want to lose that. They're picking bottles on the side for cash to try to make ends meet. They're shoveling people's sidewalks in the winter for cash. They're mowing a person's lawn for cash, try to make enough money. They're still searching for work. They can't find work in their field, and so they're doing whatever they can. No one will hire them like a McDonald's. They won't hire them. Why? You're overqualified. We know at McDonald's, the minute you get an offer from an employer where you used to work in that field, you're going to leave us. We're not going to hire you. Why should we hire you at this restaurant? You're just going to leave. These folks are in a catch-22 in a no-win situation, and they're also considered criminals by certain jurisdictions in North America, because if you're poor in certain jurisdictions in North America, you are a criminal. You obviously are a no-gooder. You're not doing any good for anybody. You're just a lazy lard ass sitting at home, benefit collecting loser that's just draining our social net. And you're better off in jail. It'll cost us $60,000 a year to put you in jail. You're better off there. I mean, ridiculous, just ridiculous. So many of you folks have no idea what's going on. But then again, I get it. You're 30 years old. You're 35 years old. You're 38 years old. You lived with your mom and dad until you graduated. You never had to work very hard. You were never faced with hardships. It was always easy. Now you're out there, you got your university degree, and you're in debt up to here. You're in debt up there. I get it. But you got a paying job, and you're doing fine, and your relatives tell you how well you're doing, and the politicians out there are saying that if you work very hard at 2 jobs, that's the American way, and blah, blah, blah. And in Europe, you got kids same age you are who own a house, they own a car, they have savings. They take 6 weeks holiday every year. It might be 2 weeks here, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks here. Their stress levels are down here. They get free health care. They get massages every month to relieve the stress. They are growing with a family already. Dad works, mom doesn't, because they can afford that. Children aren't in daycare like in the same numbers as in North America. And we look at them and say, oh, they're all socialists. What the hell do they know? And they're looking at us going, you guys are idiots. You're patsies. You guys are patsies. You actually let your politicians tell you how to lead your life? These losers? Are you kidding me? These people who've never held a job? How many politicians do you people vote for in North America that you used to vote for their dads, you used to vote for their granddads, you voted for their uncles, you voted for their cousins. These families never go away. These political families never leave. They are always governing because, I got to have the experience. And they're the same people. They're the same thing. They look down on you like you're a loser, like you're a criminal when you're on to hard times. How many of you in this country, in Canada, USA, and everywhere else, you fear your politicians? You actually fear them. In North America, in Europe, I should say, in Europe, people do not fear their politicians. It's the other way around. Politicians fear the voters because they know the voters can take them out at any time for any reason. But up here in this country and in the USA, it's the other way around. What the hell is that all about? Ridiculous. Who owns who? Who's the boss here? The boss is the voter. The boss is the citizen. That's the way it should be. Well, that's the way it is in Germany and in France and other countries where you try to put a cut through for childcare benefits. You try to cut student loan guarantees. You try to cut or allow tuition increases 1% more than the inflation rate. Are you out of your mind? You're guaranteed to be unelectable. And anyone that hangs out with you is unelectable, no matter what party you're from. It doesn't matter. This is not a left, right, center issue. This is life itself. Politicians fear their voters over there. Here, politicians kick their voters around like they're garbage. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the most successful politicians in North America are the ones that can divide the population against themselves. These guys have figured it out. They only need 15% of the people to vote for them, and they can get in every time. Because the reality is only half the people vote. Only half people vote. And so now you only have to get 26% of the vote. But if you can get the people to divide each other, to be divided, and you have one group that gives you 15% of the vote, and the other groups are divvied up by 10% here, 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 and here, all against each other, you get in because you got the most votes, because that's how it works in North America. You get elected with the most votes. Well, I mean, how many people are being elected with 28% of the vote, 33% of the vote? It's a joke, and they get reelected and reelected and reelected and reelected. And why is that? Simple. If your town, your city has the senior senator from whatever in your town, you're not going to unelect this guy or girl. Are you nuts? This person's the head of a committee. You know how much graft and how many earmarks can be put together for your town? You're not going to vote this guy out, put in a junior senator in your legislature, in your state, or in Washington. You're not going to do that. There's too much on the line here. So Mitch McConnell gets reelected again and again and again and again. Wow. The outside world looks at this and goes, they never get rid of these guys. They're like kings. They're like royalty, the royal family over there. Like the same people keep coming back all the time. And then these Looney Tunes show up who get 30% of the total vote, or 30% of all the electorate's vote, and they get in. It's shocking. It's unbelievable. Anyway, what can I tell you, kids? If you want to keep it the same, knock yourself out. Keep it the same. But boy, you get what you vote for. You're gonna get what you vote for. And crazy is in. Crazy is in the house. And oh man, unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. Wall Street Journal: economy out of 235,000 jobs as Delta variant appears to be denting consumer spending, growth, and confidence. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding is it ever. And it's going to be bad. You know, I'm using the term nothing burger more and more at work. Wonder why? I'm so confused. Uncle Bruce, stay true to your beliefs. I may not always agree, but one should always keep an open mind because you can always learn something new. Student for life. Thank you, all of you guys, for your support. Yeah, here, I don't understand how Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul keep getting elected in Kentucky until I watch Justified. Unbelievable. ATIP is moving secretly while we talk. It's up 3.5 cents. Yeehaw. That'd be great to talk stocks. I'm trying. SoFi, 15.16, 15.14. We're up 8 cents. Yay. GameStop, $1.98 to the upside. Yay. AMC down 6 cents. That's better. Matterport still down 28 at 1707. 23andMe only down 3 cents. SmartRent down 9. Rocket Lab down 32. Spire now up 7 cents. We're back. Coming back alive a little. Sextera down 35 cents. IBM breaking hearts, but is up 16 cents. What can I say? W. Diggs, thank you. Did I mention Rocket Lab is awesome? No humble brag, but they will be making me my favorite. Rest 20 grand. Never had that much money before. Thank you, Uncle B. You hang in there. You're going to make more and more and more. This thing isn't done yet. Splayer, SoFi, please. I need to buy some stocks back on Tuesday. Just wait, please, please. GameStop, 215. Let's all slam the bid at one stock at a time. 214.98 up $1.96. Thank you, GameStop. Keep going. Won't stop the GameStop. The Dow down 129. S&P down 11. NASDAQ down 11.9. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Uncle Bruce as he rants away. What can I say? What else was I going to tell you? I was going to tell you something else. There was more. There was so much more. So much more. Talking about I noticed. I don't know if you noticed or heard the story. Maybe the headline, you read it. Walmart to increase pay for 500,000 workers across the United States. $1 an hour. They're going to pay their low-level people $1 an hour more. And I thought about that and went, yeah, they're talking about mainly their part-time staff. So if you worked 18 hours a week for Walmart, 4.5-hour shifts kind of thing, you're going to make $4.50 a day more, or 5 days a week. But you're going to make $18 a week more. All right, and then you take off your taxes and all the deductions, and you're probably going to clear $14 a week more. I suppose you're not in the highest tax bracket, obviously, so it's not that much. Maybe it's 20% off the top. You're going to get $14 more a week, $700 a year more. What kind of a difference does that make in your life? $700 a year. That's $2 per day, 365 days approximately. $2 a day more in your pocket. What kind of a difference will that make to you? It sounds great. They're bumping the dollar. They're bumping their wage $1. Now, should they be paying $40 an hour for a part-time worker at Walmart? Of course not. No, of course not. But could government, in theory, spend some money on these folks to train them up, to get them to be making $30 an hour in corporate America somehow with skills? Could we somehow socialize them somehow into universities, into colleges, community colleges, to give them skills whatever jobs we're talking about, but not a part-time stock filler, shelf filler at Walmart? Can we get them out of there? Can we lift them? Can we turn that $18 an hour job over to a student who's going to school, a high schooler or a college kid that's doing part-time work on the side? $18 an hour on the side, 10 hours a week. Hey, $180 a week helping for school. The way it used to be when I was a kid. I mean, is there a way to make this normal again? Because there are people who are living off of these jobs. They're getting 18 hours at Walmart. They're getting 18 hours at Target. And combined, they're getting 36 hours a week of work. And they have no benefits, no medical, no nothing. And they are trying to raise a child or two. And they can't up their skills because they have no time or energy to do so. How are you supposed to up your skills if you're working 36 hours a week at two jobs and you're a single parent? Don't look down on them and go, it's their fault that they're single parent. Don't do that. Don't be doing that. How do we get them out of this thing into a higher level so they make more money and pay more taxes? Can't someone who makes $35 an hour pay more taxes than someone who makes 18? I say yes. And at $35 an hour or $40 an hour, they're probably getting benefits. They're probably getting health care. They're probably getting eye care. They're probably getting retirement, something. I mean, they're wealthier, which means they can afford to buy a car. Might not be a new one, but they can buy a used one. They can afford the insurance. They can afford the license. They can afford the gasoline to drive it, which means they're paying taxes as they spend their money. That's called lifting the water level here. All boats rise. But these folks are stuck, and it's a $1 an hour raise that they get to look forward to. Whoop-de-freaking-do, man. This is not going to change the world. This is not enough. But it's a sign to me that Walmart is having trouble finding the lowest wage people. And I'm happy to hear it. I'm happy to hear that Walmart is having trouble finding low wage people. Because if Walmart were to step up and actually do it right, and take these low-wage people and turn them into full-time employees with 40-hour-a-week job, like 40 hours of work, 38 hours, whatever the number has to be full-time, and now pay them benefits like health care, health insurance, retirement benefits, actual holiday pay, what have you. They won't quit. They won't quit for $1 an hour more with Burger King, or they won't quit for somewhere else with somebody else. You can now bring lifers into the company. You can build a stronger workforce, but Walmart won't do that, because Walmart and Target and Costco perhaps, but certainly many other retailers out there, they know I'm not going to hire people for more than 18 hours a week, because I now have to pay benefits. The state makes me pay benefits. The feds make me pay benefits. I can't afford the cost, but I can afford the turnover. I can afford to dump them like a loaf of bread and get somebody else. They have no idea how much it costs them to turn over their staff. It's ridiculous. And in the meantime, the town, the city, the county, the state, the region suffers. Why? Because this group of people, and there are millions of them across Canada, the USA, millions, tens of millions, are stuck forever in the bottom end and can't get out. All that talent wasted. All that talent. There are people who are doing this kind of work, this shelving work, that could be managers, could be entrepreneurs in their own right, could be in 5 years running their own businesses, in 10 years making $80,000 a year doing whatever they're going to be doing. There's so much talent there being suppressed and crushed and being held down, because the big boys at Walmart are cashing in wonderfully off the backs of the slaves that they have for $1 an hour or more. But it's only $18 a week, so we can handle it. What can I say, Bruce? You need to look at the share price of Sears. Yes, that's Sears. Just a hope that Chalmers is reading my comment here is a 1.1% chance. As always, keep an open mind, but got too many complaints about the top of my head missing. SoFi is going crazy. 1522 up 16. W Diggs, thank you for the donation. Sela, my call expires today. I'm on the edge of my seat. Haha. Right on. Today is expiry day. That's right. Let's see how it goes for everybody. Let's see. I finally got my 100 shares of GameStop. Too bad I didn't buy them all at 40. I'm too chicken to write puts on them on my thing. But I think you can write calls on them. You can always write a $250 call option for 3 months or so and bring in some nice money and just sit tight. You can always do that. CYXT trying to pull an ATIP type dump. CYXT right now is down 24 cents at 8.88. That's what it's doing. Does anyone have any eights? For me, it would be huge. Now it's a steep climb. Settle covering an ape spine. Sold the warrants and bought more SoFi. There you go. Has anyone looked at call option premiums for next Friday by chance? I think the former. I am confused at how high the premiums are. Uncle Bruce, you know nothing about retail. Just another socialist. You make me sick every time you go on. Yeah, I don't know anything about retail. My dad owned a retail music store. My mother owned a retail dress shop. I owned 2 retail stores, ran a couple of retail operations on the side. Yeah, I don't know anything about retail. You're right. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, retail. I have no idea how retail works. If you want to be a socialist, move to Cuba or Venezuela. No, just stay in the United States. You're in one of the greatest socialist countries in the world. Just stay where you are. You're in it. You're right that you're benefiting from socialism like you cannot believe. It's fantastic. Congratulations, Americans. You are living in a wonderful socialist country. Bruce, would you prefer they didn't pay it? Yeah, yes, it is not enough, but it's better than nothing. Oh, no, I'm happy they're doing it. Sure I am. Yeah, of course. But the big picture is still the big picture. These folks are still trapped in nothingness. They're getting just enough not to leave. See what I'm getting at? They're being paid just enough to stick around and keep taking the abuse at 16 hours a week, 18 hours a week, whatever the number is. There's a certain number, depending on what state you're in, that you don't get benefits. And I can guarantee you Walmart has figured it out to the minute. And this is just enough so they won't go elsewhere, but not enough where they're going anywhere. Do they deserve $20 an hour, $25 an hour to stock shelves? Probably not. But then again, maybe they do if you hire them full-time and you can have fewer overall employees. As a corporation with full-time employees, you don't need as many part-timers, right? And these full-timers can build skills and can be trained to become floor managers, department managers, of your future leaders of your company from within. but there's a glass ceiling. There's an artificial ceiling. Maybe it's a cardboard ceiling. I don't know. It's a cardboard box ceiling. I don't know. They landed at Walmart because they had no desire to obtain skills. No, that's not true. That is not true. Sorry. No, I'm not going there. I am not going there. I am not going there. My client asked me what I was buying a couple of months ago. Told him SoFi. Spoke to him on the phone yesterday, and he told me he bought a million of SoFi. True story. Holy moly. It's awesome. Exactly, Bruce. Some of them are neurologically special people. Maybe, maybe not. But not the majority. We got Davey. Bruce, come on. Why community college? Why not trade school? Guaranteed. Maybe trade school. Yeah, I'm just generalizing. Yes, skills can be enhanced for these folks to take them to a level they cannot imagine, becoming perhaps plumbers, perhaps electricians, perhaps apprentice welders, perhaps mechanics, perhaps refrigeration, perhaps. I mean, yes, of course, skills. Absolutely. The capitalists call the socialist losers with ambitions. Yeah, well, a lot of capitalists do very well by the socialist system. Indeed, they do very well. You know what? AOC would love you. What can I say? The down and out sometimes need help. And if you get down and outers, give them a chance to lift themselves up. They can take it from there, baby. They're on their way, man. Look out. W. Diggs, thank you for becoming a member. I love it. Dismissing people as losers isn't a recipe for success in my experience. Bingo. AOC is the future. Get the dinosaurs out. Welcome, Diggs. Welcome, Diggs. Everyone's welcoming Diggs. Thanks. Calm down, bro. You're deep in your feelings right now. I want to rant, too. Went on a grocery store and accidentally bought expired bread. Never happened, and shelves are getting emptier every time. Entire aisles. I see a lot of political talk on the chat. Bruce, better wake up. We're gonna put a stop to that as best we can. Don't you love freedom? I love the freedom to make a go of it, but I hate the oppression of being locked in. I hate that. That's the tough part. All low wages means I pay for them with my tax money, food stamp. Yes, sooner one way or the other, you're paying. I'd rather they earn it themselves. I really do. Yeah, I really would. I got to help them to get there. But yeah. Anyway, I paid to be able to write here. I think I can. There you go. Let's see. Has Stock Markets with Bruce been spoofed? And are we watching Ranting with Bruce? The shelves in Walmart are down here in Alabama. We're having problems keeping them stocked. Damn it, Bruce, to end the rant, look at Sears. Morning all. Shelves here in Olympia are pretty bare. I lost my freedom when I got married. Have we heard anything new on GameStop, NFT? Nothing. Phew, the internet muscles are out today. Is the market closed on Monday? We think so. I'll be off Monday. Packing. Go, Bruce. John was smiling. Kiwi, yes, but it would be a long time ago. Your comments are as much use as a chocolate fire guard. I don't know what this means. Yeah, it's closed Monday. Thumbs up for Uncle Bruce. All failed. Fun fact, Soviet citizens and Chinese communists would salivate over the Social Security Americans get, which is meager by European standards. Arguing with Uncle Bruce like bringing a knife to a gunfight. That number is 32 hours, Bruce. For whatever state you're in, it's different, I'm sure. Yes, the market is closed on Monday. Walmart can still be Walmart and give them $5 an hour. I've learned a ton from listening to Uncle Bruce. Uncle Bruce is on fire today. Thank you. Anyone thinks that working retail requires no skill is living in a dream world. Do you have 1,000 game shares now? The thing I remember about my store, I had a store where I sold sports clothing, hats, and hockey jerseys and NFL gear. Had NFL T-shirts and coffee mugs and stuff. I used to get about 3 to 5 resumes a week. People would come into the store and drop off a resume every 3 to 5 a week. And this was during, in Canada, when oil was $100 a barrel, $120 a barrel. I had students coming in. I had single parents coming in. I had them all. I had everything. I had people from 15 to 60 come in and constantly dropping off resumes, always looking for work. And I would always take a peek, because I was not that I needed anybody, but I always take a peek at the resume. And 9 out of 10 were unqualified, because you have to have certain skills to be a retail person. You folks out there who think anybody can do it, think again. You have no clue about real world situations. If you're behind the counter of a retail store, you have got to have a personality that is unlike most of the world. If you think that anyone can do it, You just don't get it. To be able to handle you guys, to be able to handle anybody coming in the front door with any kind of personality, any kind of anger scenario, any kind of needs, any kind of whatever. Then there are the sinister ones who are coming in to destroy merchandise, the ones who are coming to hurt the business, the ones who are coming to steal, the ones who come in, the four of them come in one at a time over about a 10-minute process. Eventually you have four in there and they're all together, but they don't look like they're all together. And two are trying to distract you while the other two are ripping you off. It's unbelievable, and it's everywhere, and it is sinister, and it is deadly, and it can kill a retailer invisibly with a million cuts. You have no idea why you're bleeding. Why is there all this blood on the floor? I don't know. I've been cut everywhere. I don't understand it. I never saw the knife. It's amazing. I would have so many people apply to become employees of mine, and virtually none would make it. And I'll tell you, when I hired right, those people never quit. When I had the right employees, and eventually I did have the right employees, no one left the firm ever. No one leaves the firm alive. And that was the saying in the office, in the firm, in the store. No one leaves this company alive. And when I reopened, I'd shut a store down. I'd reopen another one a few years later. I just call the same people back, and they go, "Oh, yeah, I'm quitting my job. I'm coming over. As soon as you're back up, I quit. I'm working for you because I don't want to work anywhere else." Yeah, there are successful retailers. You take a look at really successful retailers, like decades in business, same staff, always the same staff, and the same kind of staff. The chain stores, the big chain stores, they go through people like butter, just ridiculous. They did this, drop them off, and they ride them for a week or two. They're gone. It's sad and pathetic. And so many retailers out there lose money because of the turnover. They can't keep people. They can't hold on to their people. And that's how they lose money. They lose money invisibly. But those of us who make it, or try to make it, or make it for a while, when, as long as it's good, we make it, we hang on to the same people. We never let them go. And we pay them well, very well. And they treat us great. And they thrive on being the best they can be. And they can't wait when you come back from doing some errands, and then you come back and they can't wait. You're not going to believe what I did while you were gone. And then they want to tell us about their accomplishments. I did this, and this, making this store all kinds of money. That's what I did while you were gone. Those are the employees you want. Those are the employees you dream about. And those are the employees I had. Not anyone can do it. There's no way. Anyway, Jen.
Those are the employees that gave us 2 weeks off so we could go down and see 2 playoff Steelers.
I wanted to give Jen a Christmas present back in 2008. I wanted to take her to Pittsburgh. She'd never been there before. Neither had I. Wanted to be there for a couple of weeks. We wanted to see the Steelers play a playoff game. I wanted to buy tickets for it. And we wanted to be around if they were into the next round. We were also going to go to New York in between games and then come back. And we were going to have a nice little break. But before I could even think about doing that, I had to ask permission from my staff. Now, that's how you run a retail store. That's how an owner properly runs a retail store. They don't make decisions on their own and then tell the staff what's going to happen. Wrong. Wrong. You bring your staff in for a top secret meeting, like I had to, and you tell them what it is you want to do. And now they're part of the gift. They're saying, yes, for you and Jennifer, we're going to make this happen. We're going to make sure that we staff the store with those of us who are here. We're going to make sure this is happening. We know there's merchandise.
Got a backup person.
We got backup people. We know there's merchandise coming in. We're going to receive the merchandise. We're going to inventory the merchandise. We're going to price the merchandise. We're going to get it out there. We're going to make sure we have the right number of people on Saturdays and on Sundays. You guys go and enjoy. That's how you run a retail store. After I got permission from my staff to be able to do it, then I went ahead and tried to book everything. And my staff members, who are like computer savvy in every little way, they're helping me with the best hotel deal. They're helping me find the best car rental deal. They're helping with StubHub on the tickets. They're telling me, you got to go here. You got to do this. Oh, you're going to New York. You're going to stay at the Embassy Suites in New Jersey. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. They help me buy the trip. Again, at the lowest possible price with all the benefits. This is what a retail staff can do for your business if you have the right staff.
And
It
then you
doesn't
gave it to
kick
me at
anybody.
our staff Christmas party.
We had a staff Christmas party, and that's when I presented her with her
Everybody
present in
was
front of the
pretty.
staff, because they were all there watching her open this envelope, wondering, and she's opening this envelope, what's all this stuff? And there were all these hints, and there were all these pictures, and she's wondering, what is this?
There's a picture of Heinz Stadium with a circle around.
Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, a little circle around a couple of seats. That's right. Then there's a picture of Heinz Ward catching a ball, and then there's a picture of Ben Roethlisberger throwing the ball, and then there was a picture of New York and Broadway, and then she figured, we're going on a trip, and everyone, the whole staff's going, that's right, we're putting this all together for you. You're going. You two are going. And that was it. There was no going back. It was fantastic.
It was.
They were so happy. And when we came back, they wanted to know everything. How was it? Tell us all about it. And so we went through the whole trip with them. And it was like they were with us. It was just so great.
That was our first time seeing NFL tailgate parties.
Yep.
Which
in Heinz Field in the winter.
Can CFL, can you have a tailgate party?
I don't even know if you're allowed to do that in certain cities in Canada. Yeah.
But then we went to
Phoenix
Cardinals.
We saw tailgating.
These are professional.
We saw tailgating Phoenix style. Do they do it right?
Dude.
Do they ever do it right?
So good.
That was a whole other world in itself. And we know we haven't seen the best of the best yet, but that was pretty cool.
It was amazing. I'm meeting the Wounded Warrior guys. They're tremendous.
Yeah, incredible.
It was very, very, very fun.
We love Americans so much. God, we love it down there. We love going down there, and we love hanging out with ordinary Americans. We love it. We can't get enough.
I think it's
we
like
miss
most
you guys.
people, when you get them one-on-one
they're
or in
great.
a small group where you have a same love for something, even though you might be on the other side, the other team.
Yeah, Steeler fans are Democratic
so
and Republican.
good.
It doesn't make a difference. You don't talk politics. You talk Steeler football. It's great.
They had the teddy bear wearing the Steeler jersey hanging from their tent, and they're like, "Oh, sorry about that."
Sorry about that.
Here's a beer.
Here's a beer. Don't look the other way. Just don't look at that. You're from Canada, huh? Oh, this is cool. We have never met Canadians before. We love Canadians.
How the heck did you become a Steelers fan?
How does this work?
In Western Canada.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
Jen.
Jen. Hopefully we can get down south real soon.
Report coming out.
It was not good. It was 1/3 of what it was supposed to be. Yikes. Not good. The Dow's now down 106 points. It's not happy.
Yeah.
It's come back a ways. It was lower, but it's still down 106 points. Yuck. SoFi's up 9 cents, though. I'm happy about that. ATIP is unchanged. And,
there you go.
we're down on a lot of our stocks, but just pennies, actually. So we're kind of hanging in there. We'll see how it goes. Anyway. Your water's done.
Water's done.
Okay, I'm going to have a bagel.
Come on, hurry up. I got other tables.
We're having we're now down to the everything bagel, aren't we?
We're down to the everything bagel.
How about an all meat then?
Okay.
I'll do an all meat bagel.
Sure.
Yeah, that's great.
Good on that.
Awesome. So awesome. Thank you so much. Right on. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyone who thinks that working retail requires no skill is living in a dream world. Exactly. I tell you, the staff I had, I have one gal who has 20 years experience. I have one young guy who has about a decade. I had in my sports card store, he was the manager for the Calgary Flames hockey club for their store. I stole him to be the manager of my store, and he jumped at the chance to get away from that corporate environment. And then I hired two young guys in particular, but I hired two young guys who had no experience in retail, but they were trainable. They were university students, and they were really into sports cards. And so I hired these two guys. One guy's really into comics, one guy's into sports cards. They were buddies, and so I hired these two guys, and they would tell on each other if they were doing anything wrong. But they were fascinated by learning the retail trade. What they thought they were coming into when they joined me was different than what they saw. And the more they kept coming in for shifts, the more fascinated they were with how I ran my business. And they were fascinated by the business, the business of retail. And I ran my store for like 3-4 years.
and they would never leave. They would never quit, and they kept coming back for more. And they watched the highs and the lows and everything in between. They got to know Jennifer and they got to know our daughter, and they're still lifelong friends to this very day. And they're now in their 40s. And it's amazing. It's just incredible. When you have the badge of honor, having worked for this store, they still carry that as a badge of honor that we were employees of this store. And it was pretty cool bunch of people. And there was one gal I've worked with numerous times in numerous retail settings who's just an absolute go-to. Whenever I would go retail, I had to bring her in. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. If I couldn't get her, I would have to really think whether I want to open or not. Yes, ma'am.
Ask not for who the bell tolls. It tolls for thee.
It tolls
We
for thee.
have no cold cuts.
Are we completely out? I thought we had
Yes.
beer sausage. And
Not a thing.
wow, I thought we were still there.
We
Wow.
have-
Okay.
We have a slab of bacon.
Oops. Oh, why? That's
and
all we
some
have.
liver roast.
Yeah, and that.
So I think we're going egg.
Yeah, we could go. Yeah, we could go egg.
Okay.
Egg with slab of cheese. Sure,
Okay.
we'll do that. Okay, thank you so much. Didn't buy anything yesterday, so we're limiting our purchases of food right now because we're leaving.
We have to eat what we have.
We got to eat what we got, and so we're kind of rummaging through the pantry and the freezer, and we're throwing a bunch of stuff away that's just not going to happen. Yeah, there's all this. Oh boy, all of this realigning going on. Last days. What can I say? Anyway, there you go. Let's go. Yeah. From someone who took part-time jobs to pay my way through college, sometimes 3 jobs at a time, it's not easy, but they can be used as a platform to pursue a career. I agree. I could never work retail. I have no patience for people, says Michael. There's a lot of value from Uncle B. I just disagree with his socialism perspective. Well, it's all right. Your firefighters are yours, and your police department is a socialistic department, and your city workers are socialist employees, and your state workers are socialist. Your politicians are socialist employees. They're hired by you. So that you're surrounded by them. Don't worry, it's okay. It's all right. Jen's laughing. Huh? She's laughing at me. She's laughing at me. She's not laughing with me. She's laughing at me. Here, lots of my family's skilled labor. I used to be a machinist. I have never met an electrician that is hard up for cash. I've never met a plumber that's a poor plumber. I've never met a computer tech repair person, someone who can just repair computers who's poor. If you're any good at these jobs, you do very well. Of course, if you're in an apprentice type position, you're obviously in a union. You do very well, and work is always available. You're never laid off. Yeah, very good. Anyway, what can I say? Is it too much to ask for 2 days of green, or we're back to red right now? Everyone has a right to free speech as long as it agrees with my views 100%. Then all of you have rights. Thanks for keeping things real, says Andrew. Thank you, buddy. Being a trained professional, when people flip and burger make the same as me, I'll flip burgers. Well, that's true too. And I'm not saying that a burger flipper should make what a plumber should make or an electrician should make. No, of course not. But it would be nice if the burger flipper can move up in the world to become an electrician someday or to become something else. But there are a lot of people in America that are stuck. They can't get out from the position they're in because they can't get to the training level because they can't afford to not work and do that instead. And there are just ways to get people up the ladder, and it takes the society as a whole to help do it. Get them through it. We support kindergarten to grade whatever to get them to university. We could support them beyond grade level into trade school and beyond to get them higher. And they may not be lawyers, but boy, they could be nice revenue generating electricians or HVAC professionals or building managers or what have you, and really good paying gigs. Yeah, it can be done, but the society has to want to make the investment. That's the bottom line. And there are those out there who say, no, you got to do it yourself. And what can I say? Anyway, there you go. laugh a lot. I have a right to my opinion, and my opinion is that you have no right to your opinion. George Carlin, there you go. Bill, you expecting a GameStop dip at earnings? I want to buy some more. I don't know. It's not going up right now. It's at 213.86. We're not doing what we did the last time. 3 months ago, this stock took a shot and went up to the 330s. It hasn't happened this time. It's not happening. We're stuck at 213. I'm kind of wondering, are we already at the top of this run? Is this run going to go from here? The earnings numbers and announcements, what if it's a 5-minute conference call, no questions taken, and it's a big disappointment again? Does this stock open at 165 Thursday morning next week? What is going to happen with GameStop? I wish I could tell you. I just don't see it reacting the way I'd like it to react right now. I'd like it to be at 280 right now. It's not. I don't know. Anyway, there you have it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You guys are great. Love your thoughts. Let's keep going. Let's see what's happening here. What else is going on? Anyone writing covered calls on Rocket Lab? Why is there blood on the floor? I don't understand it. Let's see. I think everybody needs a service industry job at least one time in their life. It would really show people how actually to treat others. I agree. Customer's always right. Uncle B, you tell them been in screen printing and embroidery for 40 years, so pleasant, even a really bad day. You tell, yeah, screen printing and embroidery. Oh, have you got customer skills? Have you got people skills? Oh, have you ever got people skills? You're dealing with their babies. Oh, yeah, you got it. No kidding. And not when in business, you have to learn to manage the social media. It's difficult. There you are. Bruce, why community college for people at Walmart? Why not trade school? Guaranteed. Again, I'm not, Davey, I love you, but I'm open to everything. I'm open to it all. I'm not, I only have seconds to react to comments and then get to the next comment. So I'm with you, Davey. We're on the same page here. I'd work for you, Bruce. Now in business, it's going to be a quiet Monday. That's the only day that I can put my full attention on Bruce. Yeah, Monday is not going to be quiet here. I'm going to be busy with boxes. Monday is Rosh Hashanah on Monday, they say. But I'm going to be busy with boxes on Monday. It's going to be insanity here. Crazy. Next week, Friday, I'm off the air. We're not here next week, Friday. I'm driving a truck next week, Friday. Moving, baby. We're moving next week, Friday. So I'm only on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. I'll be telling you all about it. Thank you, everybody. Before the pandemic, I worked at 2 restaurants. Now I'm a project manager for a construction company. Definitely like it more than those restaurants and those awful customers. There you go, Gio. Right on, Gio. Well done. 3.2 million volume on SoFi. Not bad. 15.30 up 23 cents. Go, SoFi, go. Yes, GameStop up 49 cents. AMC up 26. Come on, man. 23andMe up a penny to 8.90. Smart Rent up 4. Rocket Lab up 73 to 12.36. We're getting stronger and richer on the Rocket Lab. Keep it going to $30. Let's go. We got an 11-cent gain on Spire. We have a lot more to get than that. We're still down 39 on Sextera to 8.72. Let's see. People don't want to work anymore because of social programs. That's not true. No one leaves alive. No one quit because they thought you were threatening them. That's right. There it was. Market is closed Monday. I'm off Monday. Some people can be nice, but some are just awful. I agree. Don Bruce. Watch my classes. On Monday is class day for you guys. Watch some classes. You're doing me a favor. I'll tell you that. Good morning, Jen. People don't want to work for crappy earnings that aren't enough to cover the rent. Fair play. Yeah, I agree with that. Bruce, I just want to say I have been buying in-the-money calls for SoFi on all week on the dips, and I've been taking small gains every day. Nice supplemental income thanks to you. I'm happy you're making money. He just punches down at poor people. It's pathetic and sad. Oh, gosh. I guess just punches down. Let's see. I guess all my employees will disagree with you. I own 4 retail stores. It's cool. I got a dangerous feeling SoFi takes a shot to 16 today. 16, 15, 34 right now. 15, 34. Come on, baby. Let's rock and roll. Matterport. Rocket Lab 12.35 up 72 cents. Let's see. Well, they pay people according to the value they bring to the store. It's true. They do, and I did. And I made sure my people were always happy. I did a lot of little things for my people that other retailers didn't do. I found that when I needed a favor and I needed an emergency shift, I could get people to drop everything and come in because of the loyalty to the group of other employees and to the entity. But that was the way I ran my business. How you run your business is up to you. It's all good. It's all good. Where are those employees now? They're doing great. Yeah, they're making more money. They're making really good money. And at the age they're making more money at the age that they're at when I was their age. Does that make sense? Yeah, there you go. They're doing great. Let's go here. Way to go, people. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's see. What's going on? Let's go. 3.6 million SoFi. Buffalo Bills, epic tailgating. Oh, goodness. Wall Street Journal, chip shortage curtails heavy-duty truck production and everything else. It's unbelievable what's happening in the supply thing.
Maybe that's why so many F-150s are sold in America. Tailgating purposes. That's right. Here's the bagel with the ketchup. Ooh, lovely. Oh, thanks, Jen. Yeah, no, put that one back. I'm just using the bottle, actually. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, lovely. The bagel has arrived right here. Look at that. Oh, yeah, we got the cheese on there. Fantastic. NFL fans appreciate NFL fans. Bruce and Jen could get jobs as greeters. Oh, I could. I'd be an awesome greeter. I'd be deadly awesome at that. Come on. Anyways, come on, SoFi. I love everything bagels. Let's see. With my job switch, I can finally afford all my bills and food. It's great. No more working 2 jobs to pay bills and maybe take uneaten food so I can eat. Fantastic, man. Welcome to the other side. That is awesome. My first girlfriend was Canadian. We were at Kootenay Lake for vacation. It was an awesome summer, 1991. There you go. Let's see. Oh my. What was going on here? Wall Street Journal, Apple to delay iPhone update that could scan device for illegal content. Interesting. Let's see. Keep an eye on these stocks here. We've got SoFi right now, 15.38, up 32 cents, looking good. Let's get this egg going here. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Rocket Lab, baby. It's going. SoFi broke out the golden gloves today. 15.36 on SoFi. Up 30 now. And we're up on Rocket Lab, 72 cents to 12.35 right now. Rocket Lab volume, 1.8 million. We're going to love this. Just need this to infect all the other stocks. How about that? Here, Aaron, up 9% on my Rocket Lab, up 11% on my Matterport. Where are all those complainers now? Shut up and be patient. Rob, I got a meeting in 8 minutes. Bruce, don't say anything important for the next hour. Just half hour. Just don't say anything important. Please. Oh, man. I saw The Onion article for tips on how to afford healthcare in America, and one of the tips was marry someone from Canada or Europe. Yeah. Yeah. What can I say? Oh boy, this is so tasty. So good. Long Bruce and very long on bagels. Picked. I wonder what idiot came up with that idea at Apple. Bruce, since you're not going to be on the air next Friday, does that mean they're going to close the markets? Can they really trade if you're not covering it? I mean, come on. A Hungry Grizzly, we got, is that 10 pounds? I think it is. Hey, gang, hang on to this for me, will ye? Thank you so much. Eric,
I'm slightly panicking about that, to be honest. Thank you all for being here. 1540 on SoFi. Up 34, baby. Come on. The Dow is down 52. We're coming back. The Dow is at the best level of the day, down 52 right now. S&P down 4. NASDAQ up 21. We've turned on NASDAQ. We're coming up on the other markets at the moment. All right? All right. DeWin says, Bruce, it's getting a bit addicting now. It's getting a bit addicting now. I'm kind of shopping for options with low premium. The SoFi calls that I bought with only 20-cent premium last week are looking great right now. Yes, they are. Yes. Markets open with no Bruce. It's like being in the ocean with no boat. This is scary stuff. My brokers finally updated the Matterport position and included the Matterport logo. It looks amazing. Our baby is the real stock now. 2 cents away from in the money on Rocket Lab. Rob, like being in a car with no seatbelt. Oh my gosh. SoFi, 1538. Rocket Lab, 1247 up 80, 1252 up 89. Go Rocket Lab. Matterport down only 9 cents, coming on right now too. Fabulous. 1250 on Rocket Lab. IBM down 30. Breaking hearts. Error. My. 1255 on Rocket Lab. Up 92. Another good day on Rocket Lab. Get used to more. Smart Rent up 26 to 1275. Smart Rent moving higher. ME down a penny. Matterport down 9. AMC down a penny. ATIP down 7/10 of a penny. GameStop down $1.10. SoFi up 33 cents, and Robinhood down 27 cents. That's what we got here as these markets are rolling along. Let's see how we do. Bruce, tell me when to sell my calls on SoFi. Not even close to that. Are we allowed to wear seatbelts, guys, or is there some conspiracy that says we should go out without them because they're actually created by aliens or something? Or is it a socialist plot or something to control us? Mark my words, Austin says, 16 on SoFi today, or I'll bong 2 straight beers. Win-win. IBM lost the toll road deal here in Houston because they overcharged millions. Interesting. Now, the Rocket Lab just needs to go to 50 to 100 by the end of the year or January, and I'll consider moving and changing jobs entirely. James says, I bought 10 1250 calls yesterday for Rocket Lab at $1.80, expiring January 2022. Let's say I'm already sitting pretty nice. I would think so. Nice. ME price is a little down, but options prices are up. Is that mostly on faith or is going higher? Somebody knows something. People are suspecting something is coming. Something big is about to happen on ME, and they're buying options now. They're getting in. We'll see. 1270 on Rocket Lab. 1250s are 20 cents in the money now. Woohoo! The 10s are 277 in the money, or 286 in the money. 1286. The 10s are 286 in the money. The 750s are 536 in the money, and you're getting richer because it's going to go higher. It's just going to go higher. Oh, you got to love this. Shorters who were with contracts expiring at 15 today must be sweating. Aaron is laughing for SoFi. Socialist seatbelts has a new idea for Shark Tank. Sorry, Bruce, I'm stealing it. My bagel is accompanied by a shot of tequila. Let's see. Michael, a reminder to anyone, Rocket Lab options. Earnings next week. They'll most likely have a negative earnings per share. May want to get up before earnings. On the other hand, these shares might be just going higher and higher and higher. Looking good. I'm a Rocket Lab. $10 January calls green for the first time since I bought them 2 months ago. My uncle used to say fluoride was a commie plot for making our teeth clean or something in college. I met a guy from Moscow, Soviet Union, with gray teeth. He said his teeth were gray because there's no fluoride in their water. Oh, man. Yeah. Come on, Matterport. Let's not hang around 18, please. Jen giggled at the beer bong comment. I think she likes to party. Splayer, Uncle Bruce. The phone amplifier is tomorrow in my hands, directly 3 days before my birthday. That will make watching you even easier. Oh, that's good stuff. I'm glad to hear this. Good stuff. What can I say?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, my gosh. I used to be able to pick up stuff with my feet. Now I can't do it. Oh, my God. Too old and crotchety. Oh, what can I say? Smart Rant, $13 on Smart Rant. Up 51 cents today on Smart Rant. $12.51 on Rocket Lab. Up 88 cents. Doing good. Doing great. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. I'm back. Looks like Uncle Bruce is in a better mood. Yay, SoFi. When will the government go back to putting ISD? No, I don't know what that means. Smart Rent going higher. Let's go, baby. $13 on the Smart Rent. $15.52 on SoFi going higher. Need to get you guys richer, and it's finally happening here. John Jepson, take a look. LSD, Bruce. LSD. No, okay, DQ. Relax. Chillax. Calm down. You'll be fine, Chester. You'll be fine. $15.52 on SoFi. Go SoFi. $17.34, down 1 penny on Matterport. Down 1 penny on Matterport. Up 2 pennies on ME. Up 45 cents on Smart Rent. Up 90 on Rocket Lab. Up 10 on Spire. And Sextera down only 29, coming back on too. How about that? The markets are improving for all our stocks.
Anybody gonna go see the new movie tonight? Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, starring our little Canadian hottie, Simu, from Kim's Convenience. If anybody's Canadian, all of that made sense.
If you're Canadian, that made sense. If you heard any word she said, I can't even repeat it. I've forgotten it already.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Oh my God.
This is the first Marvel movie in 2 years that's strictly coming out on the big screen.
Okay. Yeah. Austin, 50 cents away from 16 and 2 beer bongs. Right now we're at SoFi. $15.50 right now. That's right, $15.50. Matterport up 6 cents, $17.41. We're positive. ME up 6 to $8.95. Smart Rent $12.94 up 45. Rocket Lab $12.41 up 78. We're doing great here. 25 grand up on paper in 3 weeks thanks to GameStop, SoFi, and the SPAC, says Aaron. I'm a happy guy. You're happy. SoFi calls are back from the grave, so we're coming back. There is like what? Nearly 100 trading days until these January calls expire. If Rocket Lab goes up 10, 20 cents on average a day, then big money. That's right, AB. Losing money with Bruce, my arse. I think I make my own bagels, so Bruce makes me every day. He makes me hungry every day. Go SoFi, says Oscar. One time on LSD, I had a 2-hour argument about how my football team would lose a particular game. The argument was with myself. No more trips. I sold like 20 shares of SoFi to buy more $15 SoFi calls. That was a wise move so far, says Cheddar. I just sold a Smart Rent covered call, strike 30, made a cool 48 cents after commissions. Okay. Let's see. I have to crank my speakers up to hear Jen. Then Bruce talks and blows out my eardrums. Whoa. Go Matterport, says the doctor. 1734 down a penny. It's messing with us. We're watching, we're hoping, we're keeping an eye on everything. Oh my God, it's good to learn new English words. As long as you're learning something, well, we try. SoFi is at 15.47, up 41 cents. Go, man, go. Shaky Fry One. Does SoFi have to touch 16 or close at above 16? For some viewers, yes. Going to the movies next Tuesday to see one of those superhero movies. Some Christopher Reeves dude is the lead. My wife is on the 16 SoFi beer bong. She hasn't bonged a beer since college 10 years ago. Let's make it happen. Austin says, has to close above 16. Right, Bruce. I'm off to have a game with my pal as it's my day off. Catch you later for the evening show. Thanks. And ciao, says Aaron. You take care, buddy. Beer bong. We all need a CYXT Inspire to move, and it's a perfect game here. Get that sucker ready, says Cheddar Stacks. Get that beer ready to go. Wonderful. Okay, GameStop, it's your turn. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Finishing off this bagel, it is so good. The thought of 3 to 4 times my initial investment in a year has me giddy. Rock and roll. That was beautiful. So good. Just so good. Thank you, everybody, for your patience while I have my bagel. Cheers, all of you from around the world with Uncle Bruce today. Hope you're getting richer here. Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of viewers. We got SoFi up 36 cents to 15.42 as it's jumping around. GameStop still hanging around, down $1.84. ATIP down a nickel. AMC down 41 cents. Matterport down a dime. ME up 3. Smart Rent up 43 cents to $12.92. Rocket Lab up $1 now. $12.63. The high of 13 today for Rocket Lab. So looking for another shot here. Spire up a dime. Cyxtera down 25 cents. Vanek up $1.54. Home Depot up $1. IBM down 50 cents. The Dow down 75 points. Microsoft up 21 cents. Apple up 34. Tesla down 358. Very quiet here. Bed Bath Beyond down 27 cents. BlackBerry down 4. Royal Caribbean down $1.72 to 81.21. Those put holders out there, you're seeing some movement here on the downside. Norwegian off 40 cents. Carnival down 36. They're all off. Amazon down 16. Facebook up 77 cents. Alphabet up 7.75. Target down $2. More JP Morgan down 66. Costco up 15 cents. Walmart up 9. Cisco down 4. Nvidia up 2.65. Goldman Sachs down $1.59. Those are some of the majors that we're following here. Intel down 18. Micron down $0.25. And that's where we're at. Watching these markets together. Interesting day today. 15.44 on SoFi, getting stronger today and yesterday. Out of the 14s, now going for 15s to 16s, we hope. And the Matterport just touched a positive number, but it backed off now. It's at 17.19. We'll see if it does another run. Smart Rent up to $12.92, up 43 cents. And Rocket Lab up 92 to $12.55. So there you go, guys. That's what we have. Let's see, Uncle Bruce. When a stock is down a lot, if I want to increase the leverage, I sell all the stock and go for the option strategy. You think that's right? Now, if others do the same, nobody's holding the stock this way. Well, I don't recommend selling all your stock. As a matter of fact, when ATIP hit 281, 286, to $3, I was really screaming at you, just buy the stock. Just buy the stock. It's now at 445, and some of you are up 50% from the stock you bought at $3. You're already up 50%, and there's no time limit to expiry because you don't have an option. So nice. Obviously, the higher these go, options now come into play. And if you already have stock, you bought Matterport or ME or whatever, now you can play the options market as an additional way to add leverage. Way to go. Anyway, there you have it. Let's see here. How am I supposed to do a workout with SoFi moving like this and my call expiring today? I don't know how this is going to work. Austin, you have my word, DQ, that if it closes at 16, I will be bonging beers today. Wow, ME options are up big today. 22.8% on 12, 17, 12 and a half. Isn't that great? There's movement on ME on options. There's something going on with the options on ME. Now, obviously, something is anticipated by option players on ME right now. Gotta go. Thanks, Uncle B. Thumbs ups. Thanks, Austin. Uncle Bruce, I have September 17th SoFi 1250 call options. I'm up 60%. When is the best strategy to sell? There you go. Well, I'm glad to see the SoFi giving you this return already. That's great. You do have time considerations to think about. So you may want to look at a rollover sooner rather than later to take advantage of, I hope, some time premium that you have on top of these right now. Because if you lose the time premium, you're going to give up probably all your gains. So keep an eye on this. The shares, as I say, are 1534. Do they reach 1550 today? 1575 today? Do they get to 16 today? These 1250s are in the money nicely, and you definitely want to take that book value for sure. Can you roll into $15 call options for, say, December or something? Can you, if that's what you want to do? Up to you. But your timing is something to think about here. Austin, how about just if it closes at not at above or just below? Just if it closes. I should have bought those one-day SoFi calls we were talking about yesterday. AB, I hope SoFi hits $20 by October. It would be nearly 750 profit on a single call for me. Would be nice to see. Maybe could roll that into an Apple call for January, slightly out of the money. There you go. How many of y'all are beating the market? I've been at this for 2 years, and I feel like I should just dump it all in ETFs because I'm spending all this time and doing okay, but not as well as the indexes. Well, it all depends what you got. Geo 16 to what? SoFi? What? What's going on? Yes, please go to SoFi. Go SoFi. 1534 right now on the SoFi. 211.38 on GameStop, down $2. 207 or so. ATIP down a nickel. Matterport down 2 cents, coming on again, 17.33, where ME is at 8.92, up 3 cents. Smart Rent, 13.06, over 13 again, up 57 cents. Smart Rent is at the high of the day right now, 72,000 volume. That's it. That is a good indicator. Wow, 13.06 on 70,000 shares, up 57 cents on Smart Rent. Rocket Lab up $1, 12.63 and climbing. Spire up 11.66. Terra down 26 cents. Very interesting markets here. Watching them all as best we can, trying to figure out who's doing what and where they're doing it and how they're doing it and why they're doing it and why aren't they doing it and why can't they be doing it more. Please do it. Keep doing it. Don't stop doing it. Yeah, we're doing the best we can with what we're doing on it. Oh, my goodness gracious. I've got to just move some stock quotes around here. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. We got that over there. We have that over there. We have that over there. We're going to take this one and move it down to here. I'm jumbling up my stock quotes a bit to kind of get certain stocks more at the top of my list than others so I can kind of keep you posted on what's going on with our really active stocks. Rocket Lab up $1.09 to 12.72. SoFi up 32 to 15.38. GameStop down 2.37. ATIP up and down a nickel. Matterport now up 8 cents. It's gone positive, 17.43. The high of the day, 17.63 this morning in the first 30 minutes. We're going to see if we can climb to a new high here on 1.2 million volume now on Matterport. ME up 3, Smart Rent 13.14, up 65 cents. That is the high of the day right now. 73,000 volume on Smart Rent, up 65 cents. Anybody have Smart Rent contracts? You should be doing pretty good here. Looking nice. All in the right direction here. We love this. Most interesting day here today. Absolutely a most interesting day. I need to make another edit here. I'm going to move this one down to here. And we'll do that right there. And we'll see if we can make that happen like that. And we'll move this over there like this. And we'll do the other thing. This, that, and other things. Up $1.17 on Rocket Lab. $12.80 now. SoFi, $15.34. GameStop, $211.25 down $2.27. Matterport up 14 cents to $17.49. High of the day is coming. ME up a nickel. Smart Rent, $13.14. We are at the high of the day there. Spire up 11. ATIP down 4. Sixtera down 26. That's where we're at right now. Watching this market. IBM breaking hearts down 55 cents. Try to figure that one out. Just try. Go ahead. I dare you. I double dare you. Try to figure that out. Oh, man. What can I say? Here we go. Is cereal a soup? There's a good question. Is hot dog a sandwich? Another good question. Okay, Uncle Bruce. The reason I was asking is I sold half of my SoFi stocks when it hit 14. And I bought multiple option calls and spreads for September, November, and January to increase leverage. And you're getting the payoff now, right? I like it. I want you to get much, much more. 7 million on SoFi volume so far, says nephew. 7.2, you got it. Yes, it is. 15.37 right now. Michael, up 17% on VOO ETFs are a nice mix with common stocks. Congrats. Gio, Franco, the hot dog, only if you eat it in a bun, then it's a sandwich. I actually like it on a slice of bread, rye with Dijon mustard. People are talking hot dogs now. The win. Not a lot of people understanding the option strategy, so buy, sell is what they do. For me, I have options on MTTR, SoFi, ATIP, and not one stock. AB, Rocket Lab is doing earnings. Could make it move dollars upwards too. Probably the biggest space company of note to be listed with cult type around it, akin to SpaceX. I think that's what is happening with this stock. It's picking up followers here. I'm back. Austin said beer bongs for sure if SoFi closes above 16. It was I was away buying a $10 ME call expiring April 22 for $1.47. There you go. So $8.96 now on ME, up 7 cents. Looks like it's going for 9 now. 17.54 Matterport, up 18 cents on Matterport. We're only 9 cents away from the high today. We're climbing again. 1.24 million. Go Matterport, go. Spire up a dime. Smart Rent up 76. 13.25 now. High of the day on Smart Rent. 13.25. All-time high 15.14. Going higher. Looking good on Smart Rent. Rocket Lab 12.66 up $1.03. SoFi up 33 to 15.39. Go, man, go. GameStop only down $1.76 now. Here it is. Buy high, sell low. I like it. Sup, talking hot dogs. Fenville, I understand options. Okay, I guess I have my money spread in about 20 companies, so I'm okay. Trying to be somewhat more active on specific stocks. I used to be a stockholder without options. The December $10 call is 88 cents, so seems like a good deal to me, says Cheddar Sachs. I'm not sure which one. Gee, I enjoyed watching Rocket Lab's launches on YouTube. It's like watching my stonk soar. Hello, Uncle B. I got sidetracked with work. Hope you're doing good. All my stocks are really looking good. Did we any new SPAC once on the list? No, we have not added any new SPACs on the list at this point. Kirshna, we're just watching what we're watching, following what we're watching, and allowing the SEC to screw up with other companies. But they're not going to screw with ours anymore. We're not SPACs anymore, so we're going to stay away from those guys because I don't trust those guys. We're up $1.26 on Rocket Lab, $12.89, now $12.93, up $1.30. Rocket Lab getting stronger. High of the day, $13, 7 cents away from the high. SoFi, 29-cent gain to $15.35. GameStop down $2.52. Matterport up a dime to $17.46. ME up 6 to $8.96. Smart Rent up 81 to $13.30, up 81 cents. $13.30, new high of the day on 80,000 shares. That's all. Up 81 cents on Smart Rent on 80,000 shares. Holy moly, Spire up 11. ATIP up down 4.5. Sixtera down 28 cents. AMC down 36 cents. Robinhood down 43 cents. What a day. What a run these stocks, some of these stocks are having here. Most interesting performance. And all of you deserve the best of the best of the best. Hopefully you'll get into even higher levels here and make even more money. More money, baby. Yeah, 13.29. Smart Rent up 80. Looking good. Rocket Lab up $1.23 to $12.86. Coming on. Oh my, all green today. Even have RCL and BBIG puts up. I still don't ATIP. I don't know how you could watch Rocket Lab launches. Going to check it out. Dwayne, do you see my question, Uncle Bruce, about GameStop? Fenville, if I missed it, I apologize. Let's see. What was that question? I'm looking here. I'm just going back a bit. I'm not sure how far back you went on that comment or question. Fenville. Where are you? Still going back. How long ago did you do this question? I got nothing. I got nothing at this moment. Can't find that question. You want to repost it for me? DeWin, no, I might have missed it. Fenville, I am working at office right now. Carlos, Uncle B, side note question. If I have another SPAC and it's trading sideways, never gets over 10, how do we retail traders get that automatic $10 redemption before the merger? Well, when you get the vote, you're going to receive the proxy where you have to vote for the merger. You can also vote to take your money back. You can do that's inside in your proxy. That's where it should be. All right, Michael, Carlos, you have to call the broker. Fenville, it's probably too long, still less than 200 characters. Michael to redeem. Auntie, thank you. Rocket Lab, woohoo! There you go. Rocket Lab, $12.83 up $1.20. SoFi, $15.34 up 28. GameStop still holding at $2.11 down $2.49. Matterport up 6. 23andMe up 5. Smart Rent up 81 cents to $13.30 on Smart Rent. Looking good. We got some good movements today on some of these stocks. Hopefully helping portfolios out there get better and better and more better. IBM still a heartbreaker, down 50 cents. Of course, we can't have all winners, you know. Let's see. The day is still young. That's true, AB. The day ain't over. It's still a young day. Who knows? 1741 on Matterport, up 6. Let's go, kids. Let's make these viewers rich, please. They've been suffering long enough. We've been enduring all these slow days, the dog days of July and August. Suffered through all that. Here we are, coming out the other side. Patience is a virtue. Averaging down is a smart way to go. And you're getting rewarded for some of this stuff. I'm very happy to see this. You guys want this to really work for you. Thank you for thumbs ups. 375 of them so far today. I appreciate that. And I do appreciate it. Fenville, morning, Uncle Bruce. Say I buy 100 GameStop at $2.11 now. I turn around to sell a 205 covered call for $20 for $9.17 next Friday. If assigned, I will earn $1,400. If not, I have 100 shares for $195 cost average. Win-win, yes, yes. Win-win, yes, yes. That is exactly what you can do if you wish to. Yes, of course. You can always write in-the-money calls that have a nice premium on them. Absolutely. You can even write that same covered call for the Friday after. You might get another $5, $6 a share as well. It's all up to you how you want to play it. The shares back off. You buy the calls back for less money. Shares back off under 205. The contract dies worthless. Keep all that contract money as well. Yes, yes. Ways to play this. 378 on the upside for thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. We have 89 thumbs downs because people don't like talking about socialism, but they love making money. So they're making money in a socialized country like America. What can I say? That's what it is. Up 378 on the thumbs ups. Keep them coming, guys. 379. They're coming in, one here and one there. 381. Two more. Thank you, everybody, for helping out with these thumbs ups. You're helping us out. Helping us out a lot. 1327 on Smart Rent, 1280 on Rocket Lab, 1534 on SoFi. The stocks are going higher. 391 on the thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. Getting better and more better and more better. 1750 on Matterport, up 15 cents. Looks like we're near the high today, about 13 cents away on Matterport. Go, Matterport, go. The more, the merrier, I say. Yes, indeedy. I see green, says Robert. Let's see. Let's see. Bought some $15 calls on Matterport on Tuesday. I'm up 25% already. Lovely. John, if GameStop doesn't pop today, Tuesday will be crazy. It could be. Got the long weekend coming up. We're going to see what happens here. I'm not on the air tomorrow. No, sorry. I'm on the air. I'm on the air now. I'm not on the air on Monday, of course, because it's a holiday. And I'm not on the air next Friday. But you want to take this long weekend as your opportunity to go to my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Check out the classes, number 1 to number 10. Check some of those out and get yourself educated on the options market, because this is the kind of market that you can make money in here. Uncle B is the truth. Thank you, that boy Louie. LAMO, I'm just popped back in here to hear Bruce poke the Republican bear. Laughing. Welcome to Socialism 101. SoFi, 1538 up 32. 1293 on Rocket Lab, up $1.30. Matterport, 1754 up 19 cents. Smart Rent, 1330 up 81. We got big moves going on some of our stocks here, and they're going the right direction. Very nice. Very nice. Making some of you richer. It was a solid poke, though. It was. Bought Matter when Bruce told me to last year. 7,000 share, 1410 a share, baby. Bruce, you the man. There you go, El Ramon. You the investor, and you the making the money. Good stuff. Oh, wow, there it goes the Rocket Lab. It's going. 1306. Zzz, here we go, baby. 1306 up $1.43, and we're going higher. Get the beer, cool off those beers. Well, SoFi's got to hit 16. And we're at 1537. SoFi's got to be sucked along here by these guys and brought up too. Up 18 on Matterport, 1754. Zzz, going higher. 1330 on Smart Rent. Zzz, going higher. Yeah, baby. Stocks are getting more better all the time, except IBM's down 58 cents because it's a heartbreaker. That's why. Anybody wanted to know. 1313 up $1.50 on Rocket Lab. Looking good, baby. 1305, 1313. Here it is. 4.5 months, says AB. It's looking good. Pure profits for 4.5 months. 1313 up $1.50 on Rocket Lab. Very nice. 1539 on SoFi, getting better, a little better here. Go, man. Matterport 1754 up 19 cents, and Smart Rent 1329. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I guess, Uncle Bruce, that is the day where I do absolutely nothing. Just enjoy the ride. Well, there it is. This is what it's all about now. You get into the profit level and you watch it continue to go. Don't get in the way of it. Just let it keep on going, because that's what it's going to do now. These stocks are becoming more known by more and more people. The problem is there aren't enough shares to go around at these low prices anymore. And so up they go. And those of you who have options and shares, you will benefit on both sides. Getting ready to enjoy the ride. This is nice. Can it keep gapping? You're going to see big volume jump if this keeps up. Yes, we are. The higher these stocks go, the higher they will continue to go. The more volume they will attract, the more players they will attract. The Wall Street bets pages and Reddit pages will light up about all of these former SPACs, because these guys are sitting on a ton of cash here after these mergers, and they've got power to do some deals. These shares are going to go higher, and they're going to get noticed, which brings in a whole bunch of new buyers, greedy people. And then you don't go up 30, 40 cents in a day. You don't go up 80 cents in a day. You don't go up $1.20 a day anymore. You go up $2, $3 a day. You start to go, really, really go. And if you're into options, you are loving life big time. Here we go. Rocket Lab. Is this the stock we were waiting for? One that actually goes up daily a lot. Guess the Astra launch third failure to reach orbit is having folks come to Rocket Lab, a company that knows how to do it with a huge backlog. Rocket Lab, $50 plus. End of the year, please. Thank you. Rocket Lab could have been bought at $10 yesterday. It's $12.98 right now. Looking good. Still cheap. $13.03. It's still cheap. It's going to $30, $40. You know it's going to go higher. You know it. You know it. Of course we know. Loving this. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go. Keep it coming. Smart Rent, 1336, going higher. That one's going to, what a winner this company is. What a winner Smart Rent is. It's looking so good. What's with this? Stocks that I have a lot of positions got crushed, and stocks I don't have much positions run up like crazy. You're watching the wrong channels. You're watching the channels where the stocks don't go up. You got to watch the channel where the guy keeps talking to you every day and reassuring you, you're going to be all right. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Just be there. Just listen to Uncle Bruce. Just stick around a while and just have faith. Give yourself some patience. Give yourself a chance to make a lot of money. 13.13 to 13.18 on Rocket Lab, going higher. Nice. Very nice. 13.38 on Smart Rent, up 89 cents. Smart Rent and Rocket Lab are having a fight. They're at 13.18 to 13.38 and both going higher at the same time. Nice. Matterport up 17 cents to 17.52. SoFi 15.36. All of these have risen this week, and they're looking very good right now. Tell ATIP to hitch a ride with that rocket. Laugh without Bruce. He means you other stocks. Geez, you can't spell YIBM without BM. Oh, wait, my bad. I bought these contracts for Jan. Rocket Lab 1250 for 2. I only need 1450 to be in all profit. Please happen today, baby. ATIP is the anchor that grounds us all. Oh, GameStop getting attacked. Evertone's forgotten how hard it is because Rocket Lab SpaceX make it look so easy. Possible volume spike on Rocket Lab. 13.24 on Rocket Lab. Shooting again. GameStop 209.81, down 371. SoFi 15.38, trying to come on. Matterport up 24 now to 17.59, going higher on Matterport. Smart Rent 13.42, climbing again, up 94. We are going higher. Not really did my own research. I'm not getting any physical therapy company as long as we're in a pandemic. Yep, there it is. 13.38. Yep, 13.33 to 13.38, up $1.70 to $1.75 on Rocket Lab. Volume now on Rocket Lab, 3.26 million. That will increase and get even more aggressive. SoFi 15.38. GameStop down $4, 209.52. Matterport now 17.60. I think we're hitting highs of the day here. 63 was a high. That was just a second ago. 1.4 million. We are running on Matterport. We're going higher. 1760. We're going higher. ME 895. It's your turn. Smart Rent 1342. Still climbing. Up 94 on 101,000 shares. Up 94 cents on 101,000 shares. Up 94 cents on 101,000 shares. This is good stuff. This is really impressive. Wow. We're up 16 cents on Spire. The Rocket Lab, 172 gain, 13.35. SoFi, 15.36. Come on, you guys. Time to rock and roll across the board. Looking really good. 3.33 million traded on Rocket Lab today. Up $1.70 a share. I would think options are improving dramatically there. We just need ME to pop $2. Get that sucker to 11. That'll wake up a few options on ME. They're already waking up on their own, apparently, which is a good sign. Matterport, 1756. Those contracts are opening up and waking up. It's getting more better all the time. Is what we got going here, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you're enjoying your day. Hope you're enjoying the run-up in your stocks. Couldn't happen to another bunch of fantastic viewers. I'm glad you're with me to enjoy this run-up. You deserve it, kids. You deserve a pop here. You've been waiting long enough. It's time to get some promotion here and get some movement here because these stocks are undervalued. They're cash rich. They're going to be doing deals, and some people I think are sniffing deals out because stocks are moving pre-announcements. They're making moves. This is really good stuff. I like it. GameStop 209.16, down 436. Any of you who wrote $250 calls, $280 calls, $230 calls, you got to be loving life right now because these calls are backing off for you. Even though we're getting ready for announcements next Wednesday, why is GameStop at 208.94 if the announcement is coming out Wednesday for earnings? Kind of makes you wonder, why isn't it 280 a share instead of why is it 208 instead of 280? What's with GameStop? I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Pete, cheers. Thank you, Pete. Yes, indeed. I'm hoping that you're all going to do well on all of these individual investments. I hope you're going to do very well on everything. We're up $1 on Smart Rent, 13.49, up $1. High of the day, 103,000 volume. That's all. We're up $1 on 103,000 shares. Up $1.62 on Rocket Lab, 13.25, just 20 cents below the high of the day, 3.4 million. A very good day today. SoFi sitting at 15.33. We need another shot. MTTR Matterport up 23 to 17.58. The high of the day, 17.63. Very good day going here. Up $1 now on Smart Rent, $13.50. Still going higher. Pulling away from Rocket Lab at $13.20. Smart Rent pulling away at $13.50. A 30-cent gain here on top of Rocket Lab. That race is on. Matterport is crushing SoFi, $17.54 versus $15.35. Those two were both tied early this past week. They were tied. And now Matterport is gone. It's gone, and it's going to keep on going. 208.17 now, 209.17 on GameStop now. 209.17 down 435 on GameStop. Oh, my. What do we have going here? What an interesting day, everybody. I hope you're doing well and enjoying your options and making some money out there. Thank you for the 405 thumbs ups. Those of you who've been able to give me a thumbs ups today, I do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. All of you out there doing donations through our PayPal account, you guys are great. We love you for that. Those of you who are checking out my website, Stock Markets with Bruce.ca, or stockmarketswithbruce.ca, checking out the classes. I'm happy that you're doing that and learning a lot about option writing, spreads, how they work, all that good stuff. Yes, conservative and aggressive option strategies, all waiting for you. This market is willing to hand you money left, right, and center. You just have to figure out how to take it from the market. Check those classes out. You'll learn a lot. Right on. Rocket Lab's getting some decent volume. It is. It's getting very good volume here, and that's showing me this stocks story is spreading dramatically. That's a very good sign. It's what you want to see, what you want to know. It's what you want to have happen here. Nice. Smart Rent, $13.50 up $1.01. 23andMe up a nickel. Matterport up 20. SoFi up 30. Rocket Lab up $1.45. GameStop down $4.35 at the moment. That's where we're at right here. Yeah, it was easy, says Connor. Patience pays, says Ori. That's right. That's easy.
That was easy.
Yes, indeed. Go, markets, go. Pay off my viewers handsomely for all the pain and suffering that they've endured here. Nice stuff. Nice to see these going higher. Looking forward to watching lesson number 3. Indeed, you'll learn a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to number 10. You'll learn a lot there for sure. There's lots more lessons are coming, but it'll be the next few weeks after we get settled in, after we get out of here. So just bear with me. More lessons are underway. They will be released later on, and we'll see how we do with that. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. Bill, my 15 Matterport expire next Friday. When should I pull the trigger on these Matterports? Well, anytime is a good time. Maybe today. You might want to do a rollover. Look into getting... getting in maybe a month down the road or 2 months down the road, pick up some 1750s or something cheaper if you can. All depends. Take some money off the table and see what happens. Matterport is jamming and ME is tormenting. There you go. Up 29 on Matterport, 1764. ME 894. That's where we're at there. We're up $1.03 on Smart Rent, 1352, going up again. And Rocket Lab, $12.73 up $1.10. That's where we're at. 10-cent spread on Rocket Lab. Geez, John, Bank of America has an FWP form filled with the SEC. Does anyone know what this is? FWP, I have no idea what that means. Anybody know what that means? Is it a tax thing? Whatever that is. There was a 10,000 cell block at $12.93 on Rocket Lab. Gapped it down. Wow. $12.80 right now on Rocket Lab. That won't last long. The buying will just keep coming in. We'll take it higher. It's okay. It's all good to have these little moves. It's all fine. Matterport up 28 to 1764. 8.95 on 23andMe. Smart Rent 13.52 up $1.03 now. Rocket Lab pays well on covered calls too. There you go. Covered calls pay well on Rocket Lab. Yes, you can consider buying put contracts on some of these if you wanted to, but you can always look at either grabbing some in the money calls if you're thinking of that, or writing some some calls if you like. If you have the gumption to do so, more power to you. Some of them are showing a nice premium. There you go. Up $1.11 on Smart Rent. Smart Rent up $1.18. 13.66 popping again. Smart Rent 111,000 volume up $1.18. 111,000 shares traded. up $1.18 to $13.66. Smart Rent is on fire today. High of $15.14, $1.50 away from the all-time high on Smart Rent, up $1.18 a share on 111,000 shares. Wow, that is awesome. Increíble, neat stuff. If you could ballpark it when Matterport SoFi are 30, what kind of call premiums could be made on writing 35 calls every week or two? Would 35 be what you'd consider then higher or lower? Well, I was thinking that if the shares were to reach that 30 level, you'd be writing 33s to 35s, depending on how long out you want to go. Do you want to write just 1 or 2 week only contracts, 2 to 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks? You'll have to watch. We'll watch for the best premium return to see what the highest premiums are versus how many days left to go at what exercise price, and then start picking them up. But we'll get there. When we get there, we'll get there. And if you get to that 30 level, you're going to be a lot richer than you are now, and it's going to be a lot more fun. Uncle B, I think you meant right puts on these. Yes, right puts. Or perhaps look at writing covered calls if there's some of you want to do that on higher price calls. But generally, I wouldn't be writing covered calls on these SPACs right now. I'd write in the money or out of the money puts. I'd be looking at that, or even in the money puts, looking to get a nice premium down the road. But it's up to you how it's going to go. Let's see. BW, ME December and January 22 open interest for calls is huge. For slight out of the money calls, 10s and 1250s and 15s, huge open interest. That's a sign something big is expected here. Something big is brewing on ME. The options are hinting at something big brewing at $10, $12.50, and $15. The stock's at $8.95. Hello, we're looking good here. This sounds interesting. 1766 on Matterport. High of the day, 1768. We're right at that high of the day on 1.48 million. Rocket Lab, 1260, up 97. SoFi at 1534, up 28. Smart Rent, up $1.24 to 1374. That's the high of the day. Up $1.24 on 113,000 shares. Up $1.24 on 113,000 shares at 1374. Smart Rent going for $14 a share. Looking good. Very good. GameStop down 488, 208.64. It pays to be diversified. I'll tell you that. Today it's paying. With ME, is it the Wells Fargo deal going on? No idea. I'm off. Uncle Bruce, thank you. See you later. Thank you, Robert. You take care. We're getting richer. 1264 up $1.01 on Rocket Lab, going back up again. Very, very interesting volume. We're up 40 cents now on Matterport, up 17.75, going higher. Nice. 13.79 up $1.30 on Smart Rent. $1.30 gain now. Up 21 on Spire. We're only down 7 cents on ATIP. We're down 20 on Sextera. Robinhood, let's see, IBM, IBM down 32. Robinhood's down 64. AMC down 92. The Dow down 38 points. It's near the high of the day at the moment. Up $1.04 on Rocket Lab, going up again. Matterport up 31 to 1766. Smart Rent up $1.30 to 13, up $1.22 to 1371. There you are. We have over 16,000 open interest collectively on ME. January calls at 10, 12.50, and 15. 16,000 open interest. That's 1.6 million shares of interest on contracts at 10, 12.50, and $15 on ME. That's telling me there's something brewing here. Something's cooking. Just don't know what and when. I don't know. DQ, I got to run. We'll see you ready for the close. You got it, DQ. We'll see you a little later. Fun times here. Up $1.04 on Rocket Lab. 26-cent gain on SoFi. Down 5.50 on GameStop. Matterport up 37 cents. ME up 6. Smart Rent up $1.32. Spire up 43 cents. 9.61 and surging higher. Reversing yesterday's loss when we dropped from 10 all the way down to 9.11. We're down back to 9.61. 50-cent recovery from yesterday's lowest low, or this morning's lowest low. Very interesting volume here on these stocks. We'll watch this constantly. Wow. Fun times. Later, Michael says, later, DQ. These calls have been there for a while. The more they are, the more they'll likely expire worthless. We'll see. We shall see what we shall see. 1768 up 33 cents on Matterport. SoFi 1534. Rocket Lab 1264 up $1.01. Smart Rent up $1.30. 1378. Going for $14 on Smart Rent. Looking very, very good. Oh my. We're down 45 on the Dow, down 3 on S&P, up 20 on NASDAQ, down 41 cents on oil. Can't be complaining about this market in general. A few glitches here and there, but all in all, looking not too bad. Down 597 on GameStop, a little pullback. Might be a temporary midday thing. Might be an opportunity to buy some calls back at a cheap price and rewrite them later this afternoon. We don't know. We got option expiry day happening today all over the place, so lots of activity going on. Lots of volatility. Thank you for the 420 thumbs ups today. Thank you for 420 thumbs ups. I appreciate it very much. This helps a lot. I appreciate it. 1764 on Matterport. High today, 1775. Right on. What a day we're having here. A Smart Rent up $1.45 to $13.94. Smart Rent about to hit $14 a share. It's going to do it. Matterport 1764 up 29. SoFi up 26 to 1532. Smart Rent looks like it's going to take a shot. 964 up 45 cents on Spire right at the moment. Very, very interesting day here and afternoon, morning. Wherever you're located, what a day we're having here. It's quite something. That is quite something. Wow, unbelievable. All right, there it is. Cool beans. Super cool beans. 428 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. Appreciate it. Let's see what's going on here. Keeping on top of this market as best we can with what we have. Here we go. Uncle Bruce, when analyzing a company, how important is it to check their stock options volume? What kind of tells can you find from looking at volume and open interest? Well, if contracts really pick up dramatically, with short-term expiries, short-term expiry dates, and all of a sudden the volume just explode, something's up. Somebody is thinking something's going to happen awfully fast, and that's worthy of a serious consideration. Obviously, if shares have had a good chart run, they're just charting higher and higher. Well, that's something to watch for, but you got to be careful. You're not the last guy into the party before they turn off the lights, turn off the music. So you have to watch for that. Hood going down more. Too bad I sold my puts already, although I did well. What can I say? Rocket Lab now 94-cent gain. SoFi up 28. GameStop down 749 to 206. Matterport up 35 to 1770 now. 23andMe up 4 cents to 893. Smart Rent up $1.36 to 1385. Spire up 42 to 960. We're down 7 on ATIP. We're down 24 on Sextera. We're down 78 cents on AMC. Robinhood down 70 cents today. Vanik up 259. Home Depot up $1.85. IBM down 36 cents. Dow down 58 points. That's where we're at here. Watching this market, all kinds of gyrations. $13.98 on Smart Rent, going for $14 now. We're going for 14 on Smart Rent. We're so close. We're about to make the run into Smart Rent. Going for $14. SMRT. Smart Rent. $13.98, the high of the day. We're at 120,000 volume. And we're up $1.49 on Smart Rent at 1402, right there, right through 14 like a hot knife through soft butter. 1402 on Smart Rent, up $1.53, a 12% gain today. No news. I don't see any news that I can talk to you about or show you or review with you. I got nothing. It's just going higher all by itself. 1401, 1402, up $1.53 today. Rocket Lab up $1.06, improving now at $12.69. SoFi up 26 cents. We have GameStop down 7.52. Matterport up 30 cents. 23andMe up a nickel. Smart Rent up 152 to 1401.02. Spire up 46 cents to 964 at the moment. What a day! What a day! Phenomenal. The Dow still down 71, going negative. down 4.6 on S&P and down up 19 on NASDAQ. D-Win, the implied volatility of option prices can indicate if people think the stock is going to fluctuate, swing wildly or not. Rob, Uncle B, with smart shooting up like this, should we buy some short-term in-the-money puts? For a quick flip, as usually we see a pullback after a big run like this. You're taking your life into your hands, but people do it. You can always try something like that. Smart Rent, 14.25 now. Up a quarter in 3 minutes. We are rocking up here. 141,000 volume. It is just firing up here. Smart Rent all-time high, 15.14. We're at 14.31. We're less than $1 away from the all-time high. Today we're doing this. This is really rocking right now. Rocket Lab up 98 cents. SoFi up 20. Matterport up 28. 23andMe up 6. Smart Rent up $1.85. Spire up 46 cents. Having a good day here on some of these guys. Very interesting trading patterns going on here. Wow, what a day today. Stocks move opposite of options volume. Look at Smart Rent. Lots of puts on it. Goes up. Maybe somebody doesn't want to lose those puts in the money. Is it more surprising we have a run on a Friday options expiring in general? Sometimes. Smart Rent 14.25. Oscar says halted. Which one, Oscar? I don't know. Smart Rent is 14.40 now. 14.40 on Smart Rent, up $1.91. Just another 15-cent pop came through here. We're flying on Smart Rent. 14.34 last trade, 14.41 high trade on the day right now. She's running and rolling. Matterport up 31, SoFi up 18, and Rocket Lab up 98 cents. Wow, $1.96 gain, 14.45 on Smart Rent. 14.45, new high of the day on Smart Rent. Whatever is for sale is being gobbled up at whatever you want to ask for. It's just being bought up. 14.67 just jumped another 20 cents. We're up 2.18. 14.67, we're up again now, 2.18 on Smart Rent. This is surging. 14.67 on Smart Rent now. 14.67 up a 2.18. What a shot on Smart Rent. I have no news. I got nada, nothing, zip, zilch, nepada, ain't got it, not there. 14.45 again, jumping back. Wow, what a run on Smart Rent here. Unbelievable. Up 46 on Spire, 964. Matterport, 1760 up a quarter. SoFi up 17 to 1523. Rocket Lab, 106 gain to 1269. Smart Rent, 1445 on 166,000 shares. That's it. Just taking off. No ifs, ands, or buts. No prisoners being taken. Unbelievable. What a day here. This is something. Coming into the end of my 3-hour run here. Wow, we got a thing going here. SoFi doesn't look like it's happening, but Smart Rent does. Damn, GameStop, y'all going not halted. Rob, yes, sir. That was what I did with Smart SPRT last week. Thanks to the tip, looking into Smart Rent now. Watch out for some profit taking on Smart Rent. I did it on BBIG at 11. Got a 10 put and sold it today. I bet Smart Rent ends the day under 13 at this rate. Smart Rent, 14.50 right now on the volume on the stock, 14.50 a share. It's up about $2 a share. Wow, what a run. Down 60 on the Dow, down 2.5 on SP, up 23 on NASDAQ. Yikes, that last candle on SoFi. I still believe in SoFi, 15.21 on SoFi. I do too. We're waiting and watching. Smart Rent, 196 gain at 14.45. Spire Global up 46 to 964. So we have 1764 on Matterport, high of 1775. And Rocket Lab, wow, what a day. High of the day, 1345. Right now, 1268. Jumping around like crazy. 4 million shares volume here on the Smart Rent. Wow. Oh boy, down 665 on GameStop, 206.87 right now. Smart Rent is looking to expand internationally, and they will, and they'll do well. No competition. I kind of wonder when Smart Rent's going to be a takeover target. I really do. I just wonder when it's going to be taken out. 1468 on Smart Rent again, going up right now. Going up on Smart Rent. Excuse me. Suppose SPIR had 3 million volume like Rocket Lab. Similar behavior. Maybe. Smart Rent, 1457, 1464. The two machines here are differing, but it's higher. It is higher. Spires, 964 up 46 cents. 1469 on Smart Rent, coming on to a new high, 4 cents away from the high today. 1469 up 220 on Smart Rent. Another wave of buying is coming in on it right now. Matterport, 1763 up 28. SoFi at 1526 up 20. Rocket Lab, 116 at 1279. Smart Rent, 1487, just jumped 20 cents for a new high. 1487 up 238. We're heading for $15 on SoFi here. On Smart Rent. We're heading for Smart Rent for 1472 on Smart Rent. SMRT, 1476 now. Smart Rent moving higher dramatically, quickly. No mercy. No one waiting. 1484, no waiting around. Straight up. The high of the year, 1514. The high of all time, 1514. Smart Rent, 1484 right now. Wow. Is that ever going? We're moving up on Rocket Lab, 1286 up $1.23 now. We're coming on with Rocket Lab right now as well. Good stuff. 1286 Rocket Lab. Smart Rent, 1493. Smart Rent now pushing for $15 a share. 1493, the high of the day here on Smart Rent, getting ready to breach $15. Fantastic. I hope some of you are getting richer on that too. That would be terrific. Yes, Smart Rent and GameStop combining rent video games. Isn't Smart Rent the perfect candidate for Google to take over? Yep. I didn't even worry about my Matterport. 1330 average 500 shares. Right on. Matterport looking really good. 1770 up 35 cents. Smart Rent taking a little consolidation at 1479. It's coming back and it'll probably go right back up again. Amazing. Oh, my. Party moi. Thank you for being here today, everybody, for the 3-hour show. It's great to have you here. Nice to see you joining us today. Appreciated all the support, your kind words. Those of you who are becoming members of this channel, subscribers, making donations here and through PayPal. Thank you all very much. Hope you're making a ton of money today, and it'll just keep right on going. I'll be back at 3 o'clock this afternoon for the last hour of the day, and then I'll be on at 7 o'clock tonight. Live trivia tonight for members only on this channel and on Traveling with Bruce, my other channel. Trivia live at 7 o'clock tonight. That'll be the last trivia for a couple of weeks because next Friday we will be off. So it'll be 2 weeks before we do trivia again. So you get a chance to come on by and see us and join us this afternoon. 960 on Spire up 42. 1467 on Smart Rent, almost dropped 15. We're still up 218 on it right now. 1772 up 37 on Matterport, and we're up 21 on SoFi, and we're up $1.11 on Rocket Lab at 1275. And there you have it, folks. I'm going to shut this down right now and say thank you, everybody. Nice to have you here. And Rocket Lab, I got in 10 contracts. Smart Rent, $12.50 for 16 cents. Expires $9.19. Cheap contracts. Let's see how it turns out. $10 on Smart Rent. Nice. You're doing just great. Last trivia in Creston. We need a big crowd tonight. That's true. It's the last night in Creston for trivia. And the next one we have in 2 weeks will be from Calgary. That's right. All right, guys. I'll catch you this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Thanks for being here with me at this point. And we'll see if we can get you richer later this afternoon. We'll talk to you soon, everybody. Bye for now.